we'll start recording, and who would like to kick off our lovely recap?
We started back at the village realizing we killed a bunch of people permanently. And
Oops.
yeah, so we held a memorial for them of sorts and tried to convince them to embrace Kylos' afterlife. They wanted to anyways, which would happen to be most of them. Then we head back to Maddie's, and Mawazar has been getting told he's not the best bard of the land.
Baby.
So he wants to have a battle of the bards. After a little bit of scuffedness, we did manage to prove our mettle.
It was a
Managed to
lot
beat him by
closer than I think anybody thought it would be.
yeah. We managed to beat him by the fur on our paws. That's what I wrote.
Oh my gosh.
It was very scary.
Yeah. But he's a bro, so it's all good. We get back on Maddie's and started up again. They needed grease and we made
Mayonnaise.
we made a deal for mayonnaise. Yeah. Mayonnaise for passage, I think, or something. Zaz and Kristoff get to experience Maddie's marvelous mercantile for the first time. Zaz especially loved the sky fishing. We had some sky fishing, and they made some lovely eel rolls.
Yeah.
Dragon eel rolls.
Yeah.
And at the bar were two visitors that we hadn't recognized before, a rabbit folk and a twig person. They seemed nice, a bit flirty. However, they're assassins and were on the list. So, yay! More assassins sent our way.
Yep.
Hopefully we
Such a
can
shame too.
we can riz them up to avoid death. That's the plan by the sounds of things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie is flying us to our destination. Yeah.
It would take a few days, yes.
Yeah.
Beats walking though.
Oh, for sure.
And Shimmer is being standoffish. And I don't know if we know why.
There was the mention of all of the lieutenants being, I'm drawing a blank on the name, but catfolk basically.
Tabaxi?
Thank you.
Tabaxi, yeah. And the lieutenants are the 7 despairs or whatever. Yeah.
So there is some speculation that Shimmer is a lieutenant, perhaps?
That's my guess.
Perhaps.
Might be related to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kind of an indication for sure. Especially with her desire to burn down Gaia the Younger.
Burn it all down.
Which
We're gonna burn it all down, Pookie.
seems a little odd that the one in charge of all of the undead wants the perpetual shadow done away with.
We could be on the wrong track. We haven't met this dude yet.
That's true.
Powerful dead sorcerer, anyways.
I believe we ended it because, like, you had read their thoughts with the Medallion of Thoughts.
Yep.
Most OP fucking item in an RP campaign for sure.
Yeah.
And then I believe you just walked everyone and went like, didn't you like walk to everyone and basically be like, yo, I think they want us dead?
Yep. Walked up to everybody, but just been like, okay, we got more assassins on our trail. Well, that's nice. But they seem nice, so maybe we don't try to kill them.
Yeah, and I don't know if you were going to have a meeting about it, because we kind of cut off, like, right as you went around and told everybody.
That's true.
I think we mostly just agreed to try to raise them up.
Mhm.
Pull a, you seem a decent fellow, I hate to kill you on them.
Yeah. I would love to add
You-
a little something if there was a chance. After he says that to us, I would love to see if there was like any fur left over, or like if they were drinking something, see if they had like anything on their drink, and try to take a sample of any bodily thing that they might have had over this area.
Already trying to get their DNA. Okay.
Yep, you know it.
Uh-oh. I wonder what you want to do with that now.
Never mind. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
It's always about clones. Come on.
Just start growing a clone. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. I think we're a little far from that.
On today's episode of Unethical Waifus.
Oh.
Can't get
Yikes.
inside them. Let them get inside you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Okay, so...
Moving on.
Hold on, I'm dying a little bit after that one. Yeah, I died a little bit after the Unethical Waifus. Holy shit. Okay, so...
Just another unethical waifu for the pile.
We all find ourselves in Maddie's peaceful little flying lodge, floating in the Radiance light above the shadows below. You are still blessed by Meowzar the Magnificent, Significant, and Dissonant. So if you do not recall, you have the 5 extra HP. It's supposed to go away when Radiance first hits you, but it does have a minimum time limit before that effect takes place. So, hence you not running back inside the building immediately, if I recall correctly. You've all heard news that, according to Silverstring, somebody wants to kill you. More specifically, 2 somebodies. And they're staying in this inn at this very moment. Kristoff wanders over to the bar. Little snail bartender. Hi, what can I get you? As you start, definitely not creepily, looking over their used glasses. Give me an investigation check, please.
$19.
Well,
Wait, did I?
no.
Oh
you
no,
gotta
it was a
set-
self.
You gotta
Dang
set it up
it.
to where everyone can see it, or no one can.
No. I forgot.
Even
Oh,
better.
okay. I mean, okay. I mean, that works, I guess.
Okay. You begin sniffing around, as it were, looking at the glasses and everything. What are you doing? Those aren't your glasses, says the barkeep, who slowly reaches out to grab them. Then a sample, a bit of fur and a spare whisker from the rabbit woman. Silvermane.
Just trying to help you clean up a bit, my friend.
Oh, I don't need no help. We're just here to, tend the bar and clean up after you. We got this under control. You could just give those to me.
Appreciate it. Whisker.
Do you try to palm the samples without being...
I would love to
seen?
try to do that.
Alright, give me a sleight of hand. Can you outpace a snail?
Oh, not very well.
You go to hand over the glasses to the snail and manage to palm them. The snail's reaction time, or perhaps perception time, not, well, about as slow as a snail, some would say. As you successfully have your little bit of whisker and a little couple of hairs of a strange woman who was drinking before. There are no samples of the stick lady, however. Not even a rubbing of bark.
Alright, then I will walk away from the bar. Kind of just go over to my corner.
Silverstring walks around the corner, definitely sees Kristoff being like shadily walking to a corner.
Like,
Tolman probably realizes it too. Their passive perceptions are pretty high. Actually, their passive perceptions are not 13. I think they're 14 and 18.
Tolman probably saw the whole weird thing.
Yeah, Tolman saw everything.
Just fold it up in a
Oh, yeah.
napkin. Pocket the napkin.
Yeah, with Tolman's social IQ, he probably just thought he was helping the bartender clean.
Fantastic.
He is an odd one.
Yeah, true enough. So, do you have any plans about our friendly neighbors, as it were?
I may have a little trick if it were to potentially work that we can discuss in maybe more private quarters. But since it's your life on the line, I will allow you to make the decision.
Oh. Maybe we should gather everybody first and have a conversation. I'd say the hot tub, but it is pretty public, unfortunately. Or we'll go to my room instead.
Dang it,
Where
I
you
was gonna
going?
make that dinosaur steak that we still have.
You guys have a
Apparently-
dinosaur steak?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there.
Oh my gosh.
It's strange. My room looks very much like a mushroom. I think we're all going to have a conversation about our newfound friends.
Alright, I will be right there. He's just gonna wash his hands, wash up, and then follow you out.
Like the snails wave goodbye.
I'll be back.
Okay, we'd hate to see you go. You're so good at cooking.
Oh, they're so nice.
Maddie's over here just presiding over her domain.
Part of the kitchen now.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yes.
So you all find yourself winding your way up, or at least everybody who wants to go, up into the higher floors of the inn, until you come across 313 Silverstring's room. Silverstring, you're leading this grand procession of friends and compatriots to this place, the floorboards creaking under each step. Your perception... Can I have it, please? A perception check.
Yeah, absolutely. My grand perception check. Where are you?
It's really good. It's a natural
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Feel great about this.
So glad. I'm so glad that this is how you're going to start this game off. All right, you arrive outside your door. Everything looks fine. You open the door, step inside, and standing in the center of your room, looking a little nervous, is a very short cat person, Shimmer. I've
what's
been
up?
waiting for you.
Didn't notice you at all. You're very sneaky.
Here, Shimmer, I have something for you.
Oh, what do you got?
I'm gonna give Shimmer some of those dragon eel rolls I made.
Oh, this is awesome. She like grabs them and kind of like huddles them forward, and they disappear. She choose not.
Just as I suspected.
How did she eat
Nothing.
those?
I don't think she's ready to tell us yet.
Oh, I just inhale my food. It's fine. It's fine. I just eat way too fast, just like I speak. Silverstring, I think somebody's trying to kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, we're already...
Oh! Is that why everybody's here?
Yep.
Wow, should I stay or should I go?
Can I roll an insight to see how I feel about it? I'm
You can roll whatever you want to feel how you want to feel.
I feel like I'm pretty okay with her being here. Would
Okay.
that make sense? You're a valuable ally.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure you knew. Yeah, there's strange new women there. They're after you, and not in the sexy way. I think they just want to kill you.
Could be
Yeah.
the sexy way.
I
They say there's a
Some
fine
people enjoy
line.
that.
Yes.
talked with one of them,
Oh, like
Silvermane.
the door closes as everybody is now like huddled in this room. That's definitely not large enough for like 6 people to be in, but 6 people are just kind of crammed. Like Shimmer just is now sitting like crisscross applesauce on the floor. Like a couple of people could sit on the bed. There's a little nightstand with a chair nearby, and then everybody else, I guess, would have to sit on the floor or stand. Okay, so what are we gonna do about it? You want me to kill them first?
Well, we could, but they seem nice, and just figured we could maybe try to find a way to dissuade them.
Use our charms for once instead of our harms, if you will.
Do we
Yes.
have any idea who they're working for? I mean, has your father sent them?
I don't know. It's been a bit since my father dogged me with assassins.
Or is it the priesthood?
But it could be the Black Caravan as well.
Aye, they want us dead.
I did talk to Silvermane about the Black Caravan, so
They don't seem like the type to send assassins. They're like a do-it-yourself kind of group, aren't they?
I don't know.
They seem like
How
they,
many people do you want to kill you?
oddly enough, more than you'd think.
More than my fair share, I think, anyways.
Interesting.
I mean, when it comes to people trying to kill you, at least 2 groups that's a lot.
Hey, for a while you were trying to arrest me, so
Let's not put too fine a point on it. I did arrest you.
that is true. You did arrest me.
But there is a way to resolve things without killing each other. If you two could work it out, maybe others could.
You know. Oh, good.
Go for it.
No, you first.
I would just like to point out as a mild point of interest, if they are here for us, they can probably either see or hear us, so be mindful.
You know, I think maybe letting them know that we know what they're here for might be maybe a step in the right direction.
Yeah, the direct approach.
At least let them know that we don't mean them harm. They might mean us harm, but
Right.
open hands, you know?
Perhaps maybe we could invite them to dinner tonight.
As long as you're cooking.
Oh, I was going to make that dinosaur steak. This seems like
Yeah.
a good enough occasion.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to kill them, you could also just put something in their food.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Not up here. Not at Maddie's.
No, we can't sully Maddie's reputation.
Plus,
I do
we've
not
already
know
got
much about this Maddie's lady, but all I know is she did try to kill me, so
Well, she tried to beat me with a frying pan, and I think she's rather pleasant.
That was the curse.
Exactly.
We're all okay, and Maddie's quite lovely. We should try our best to do good by her.
she has been very hospitable from what I've seen so far.
But regardless, does anybody have any ideas to help persuade them? Invite them to dinner is a good one.
If you want to deter them from potentially trying to kill you, or in the way of either convincing, as you would like to do yourself, or if you would like to maybe scare them in a way to not continue down this path that they have chosen, I may have a way to do such things.
I'd
Scare them.
rather save fear for last. If we can't make
Because
nice, then maybe, but
I have a skill that can allow me or somebody else to enter one's dreams, give them an omen of such,
Oh,
or just communicate and be friendly, but on a more private setting.
Alright.
If that is how you choose to go. If you want to scare the shit out of them, I can do that as well.
well, that seems potent if they put stock in dreams.
And it only helps to have something of theirs, and I unfold the napkin with the tuft.
Hmm.
I don't want you thinking I'm this weird guy that just collects bodily fluid.
we'll see. Now it's a bit too late. You told me you did that, and now that's going to be something I associate with you.
Watch
Don't-
every little hair scale on your body.
I'm going to start counting.
Might be a bit uncomfortable. At the very least, it's not a fluid. That's fur. But that's how you enter people's dreams, by taking a part of them.
It just makes it a little easier.
Okay, interesting.
It breaks down some walls, in a sense.
Hmm.
More familiarity. I can do it without it, but it basically goes past the tape, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
But I want you to make that option, since you know your head is on the line. So, do you want friendly or foe?
Maybe we
Sure.
try the direct approach first.
Friendly.
Friendly.
How do you feel? Well,
We could start that way. But I don't know, I'm wary. You know, folks like this, once they're set on a path, it's hard to get them off. You know,
oh,
if they work for a guild or something, you know, they can't go against it, really. Or if they're working for the priesthood, they might be afraid.
I mean,
You know?
there's always the chance of maybe paying higher than they were paid.
I think you might have a point. Silvermane was talking about her home. She seems to rarely leave her home except for contracted work.
Right.
So if she doesn't complete her assignment, does that mean her home's under threat?
I don't know. I mean, I hate to say it, but when you enter into that line of work, you know, there's only really one way out sometimes.
I wonder how big her home is.
Oh, you could ask.
Yeah, I'll ask her how prosperous rabbit folk are.
Well, if they're anything like real rabbits, I would imagine quite.
Hmm. Could ask them to board with Maddie, and then we'll have lots of snails and lots of rabbit folk.
Right.
Create your own race.
A
Rabbit snail.
veritable arc. Any levels that we can
yeah.
think to
Talk
examine?
to them. What's
We don't
that?
know. We don't know much about the tree person.
Oh yeah. Like anything at all, actually.
Oh no! Oh,
I've never even seen anyone like that before.
Would I have seen anything like that just based off their descriptions?
Sorry, I got caught up in rabbit snails. It seemed like what now?
The
Oh, man.
twig lady.
Make a nature check. No.
Nope.
You could always extend an olive branch to her as well.
Thunder branch.
Maybe when we invite them to dinner, we make sure her seat's in direct sunlight.
Oh,
Yes. Give her a bark rub.
Good God.
Get some shavings for your dreams. I wonder what they eat. They're probably vegetarian, honestly, between rabbit and... Wait. What would a tree eat?
Like I said, direct sunlight. Or, well, radiance.
Must be a good time to be a plant person. Perpetual sunlight.
that's gotta hurt. Constant growth spurts. No break.
But if we're thinking vegetarian, I could make an extremely lovely salad for them.
Maybe we can find out before we... when we invite them.
Use all the scraps. Fertilizer, compost.
What about you, Shimmer? Are you going to join us for dinner?
Oh, of course I'll be there. I'm hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's a shame, though. I did tell you you weren't getting any of that steak because you wouldn't tell us that one thing.
Oh.
What thing?
Why she wasn't eating, or why she didn't eat with her mouth.
Oh.
She was being secretive, so he was kind of teasing her with the steak to see if she'd give in.
I just don't like people watching me eat. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's too exhibitionist.
I don't. Okay.
I have my own pet theory, but you know.
Same. I have a quite solid theory, I think, but
Got a couple of theories and a person who knows for sure.
Wait, there's a person here who knows for sure?
Well, at least me, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
That's true. That's not always the case. Sometimes the DM's just like, I'll roll with it. Sure.
Yeah, let's get this dinner ready. Who wants to go talk to him? Not it. Definitely not it.
I guess I will, being the one who's talked to them previous.
At our meal or whatever? You know, over dinner?
Yeah. Well, while you guys were sky fishing, I went to the bar and talked to them, so I don't think they've talked to any of you yet.
well, this is a perfect time for them to come get to know us.
Exactly. We'll ask Maddie where they are.
Just walk down the stairs, walk down another set of stairs. Eventually you find Maddie back in the main hall, presiding over her domain. Oh, hi, Silver String. What can I do for you?
Hello, Maddie. Always very grateful for all the graciousness that you give to us, but I have a question for you. Those two other guests that you have, do you know where they are? We'd like to invite them for dinner.
Oh, of course. They're up in room 315 and they're sharing a room together.
Oh, right next to us, hey? Okay.
Oh no, most of your companions are on the 200 block. It's just you and them up in the 300s. So they're right next to you.
Yep.
Very thin walls.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Are you gonna plan on inviting them to dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, that would
Would
be
you-
so cute. Do you need me to assign you maybe a couple waiters? Maybe one of them
Yeah.
butlers?
It can't hurt. That'd be
Oh, I'll get Mr.
most
Smiles
delightful
on
of
it.
you.
He'll take care of you just fine.
Mr. Smiles. Thank you. As ever, you are quite amazing, Maddie.
Oh, shucks, you're so great. I'm so glad to call you one of my clients. You're one of my best clientele I've had in years. Just remember, I love all my clients and I love you.
Oh, I love you too,
She's so peachy. I love her.
Maddie. And I will walk away being like, how many years has Maddie existed? Not that I can ever ask that question, but
Have it in her bio.
yeah. I will walk to 315.
So you're in 313.
Yep.
314 doesn't have a door and is currently closed. And that's the one right direct, not across the hall, but right adjacent to you. And then across the hall is 315 and 316. So you walk right across the hall, just knock, knock, knock. And there's a moment as the knock echoes through the empty hallway before finally you hear the doorknob slowly creak open. And peering out in a gap between the wall and the door is the very stick-like figure of Styx, who looks at you with those emotionless, vegetative eyes.
Hello. How are you doing tonight, Styx?
Styx stares blankly back, blinks once, then twice, then slowly nods her head.
Right. Well, it's good to talk to you. I have a question for you and your friend Silvermane.
The entire aura of branches that seems to just surround this woman seems to rub together and shudder, creating this cacophony of almost like wind blowing through a natural wind chime. It's musical, but basic, and overly complicated. You presume this is what passes for speech with this creature, but it's in a language you simply cannot fathom, let alone understand.
Well, your language, your way of communicating is very beautiful, though I do not comprehend it.
She just simply nods her head. The wind chimes, the wind sticks, sounding once more through the hallway. In the distance, you finally hear it. Oh, Styx, do we have guests? And the sound of the wind chime once again. Do you try to shout into the room, or do you just stand there politely?
I will stand there politely. I won't shout that.
A moment later. Oh, just tell them to wait a few moments. We'll be right out to talk to them.
Okay, I guess I will wait.
The door slowly creaks closed, leaving you standing in the empty hallway once again. The first minute seems to take an eternity, the second minute even longer. But after a
Probably just,
handful
like,
of minutes,
boredly fidget with my lyre.
just fidgeting. After about a handful of minutes, the door opens and you find Silvermane standing before you, kind of looking up at you. Her ears are down, wrapped in a towel.
Hello.
Oh yes, Silvermane, what can I do for you?
We were wondering if you'd like to join us for dinner.
Gus, is this a royal wee thing, or is there going to be more than one guest?
Well, you and Styx and myself and my compatriots.
Oh,
Be
a
nice to get to know
party.
everybody.
Oh, how many companions are you bringing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other beside
Six, because
myself.
of
6.
So 7 of us in total, or 8 of us in total? My, that is quite the party. I'm gonna be worn out after that.
Yeah, it should be fun, I believe. Quite the party indeed.
Well, it's been a moment since I've been invited to a party. Tell me, what's this all about? What's the occasion?
Well, usually we don't see many guests with Maddie, so we're just excited to get to know you.
She smiles.
I'm excited to get to know you.
Well, that's true, Maddie. Maddie's quite expensive. And she doesn't take just anybody in guests. Hell, if you make even the smallest mistake on her property, you're never gonna step foot on her place again. So, whatever this party is, we're all gonna behave ourselves, correct?
Of course. I would never do anything to jeopardize any piece of Maddie's property or her children. Anything like that.
Oh, that's good, because I would hate to be kicked out of this place. I do quite enjoy the ambiance. And it's just the fastest way to get from one side of this world to the other, don't you think?
It is certainly the most peaceful. I'm not sure about fastest. I haven't tried all the ways.
Oh, I'm sure they exist, but, well, they don't have quite the luxury of this place, don't you think?
Absolutely, they do not. You're right.
Alright, well, you give me a time and I'll make sure I'm there.
Excellent. I'll see you there then. Time. I don't know, what time of the day is it now?
It is the time of the day when the sun is radiance is shining very brightly from its stationary part in the sky. It's probably about like, I mean, there's probably been like, you're probably like 12 candles in, 13 candles in by this point.
Okay. So in like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, that's just
4.
enough time for me to get ready. Should I wear something fanciful or simple attire suffice?
It's been a while since adventures have left me a little worse for wear. So let's go plain.
Oh, that would be just perfect. That way I could keep all my movement. I like to
That
stay
would be nice.
flexible in these things.
One day we'll dress up when things
Oh.
aren't so chaotic.
That would be nice. I'm sure you'd be the belle of the ball.
They're flirting so hard, it's funny.
Let me, the DM, seduce me. Well, I'll see you there in 3 or 4 hours' time.
Arrive a little early. There's always time for some pre-dinner drinks.
Oh, that does sound pleasant. Well, I'll see you then.
All right, see you.
The door slowly closes. Maintains eye contact until the door is all the way closed. Down the hallway, there's like, you just see cat ears like kind of poking up as you're like Shimmer's clearly spying on you,
Yep.
but like doesn't put the ears away.
I'll just lean my head in and be like, "Okay, we've got a date."
Can I?
Go on.
Oh. No, you first.
Oh no, poor Shimmer's gonna be cruel, unintentionally perhaps. Shimmer just kind of looks at Silverstring, looks at everybody else. Am I the? Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Am I the only one here that thought something was strange the second they didn't look past, gestures towards your scar-laden face. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but you're not exactly attractive.
Well, I mean, speak for yourself. Some people like that kind of thing.
I mean, I haven't had time to really work on it, but you gotta work with what you got, right?
Oh, that's fair, I was just,
I'll just be like glaring at Shimmer a little bit.
Shimmer, completely oblivious to the social faux pas she just just like dunked on you.
Like,
I just-
hell, Shimmer.
I just thought that was the first clue, and then after that, But maybe what they say is true. Maybe there's more to people than just a pretty face.
You know what? I'm gonna scoop Shimmer up. Kind of carry her like a bag of rice. Like, I think you should help me in the kitchen.
As Shimmer's just like, oof, kind of like kicks a little bit, but you clearly got like a thing. And then as the door's closing, you just hear, I'm sure you're pretty on the inside. Slam.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Shimmer does not have a lot of charisma, and that manifests in some interesting ways.
It's not you, it's me who doesn't find you attractive.
So we're just gonna carry her away like a football.
Holy moly. Yep.
Get over here, you little shit.
Put her to work in the kitchen.
That leaves you three and Will. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
Will immediately made it to Mr. Smiles already.
Well, this is awkward.
I should start getting prepared for a nice dinner, eh?
Oh, okay. I shall go find my room and freshen up.
So, who is Mr. Smiles again?
He was the guy who sold you all the magic items. He was the head of the Thieves Guild.
Ah,
Maddie doesn't know about somehow. But is also the headquarters here in the floating island that nobody can track down.
okay.
Alright, Will, you approach the table where there's just forks like spread out. There's a few strange items under some cloth, and this small little snail, larger than all the others, he's almost medium-sized, turns to you. Oh, hi there. Will, I haven't seen you in an age.
Ah, yes, it's been a while.
How's the adamantine armor working out? I see you've already upgraded.
It's working out fine, but it's funny you should mention it. I was looking to do a bit of trading. I'm not using it anymore.
Well, I'm always here to trade, but first things first, we got some casual business to attend to. I
Oh, right.
hear that you're having a little shindig, a hoedown, as it were, and I'm supposed to be providing a butler service.
Oh. All right then.
So what kind of butler are you needing? Do you want like a professional butler, or should I send Spikes in? Do you remember Spikes? He's the one with all the spikes on his shell. That's why they call him
Oh,
Spikes.
Yeah, I think anything is fine. I like Spikes. He seems nice enough.
It's like memory kind of goes back, and it's just like a shell with a bunch of like metal spikes and an eye patch, and he's also the one that dual wielded the super sharp butter knives.
It wouldn't hurt for Spikes to be there. A charming fella.
Okay, so you want something akin to a butler and a bodyguard.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I could do that. Alright, I'll tell Spikes that he needs to get his spikes polished, and he'll be up there in a few jiffies to make sure everything's going according to it. Now, you want this to be a formal affair, or do you want this to be more of a casual shindig? Because we got party stuff from all ends of the world that we can just throw up there. And plus, you were there when we stole all the good furniture.
I think everyone would be more comfortable if it was casual. It's not a formal event at any rate.
So
Just
casual
sort of-
elegance.
Yeah, casual is fine. Casual is fine. Mrs. Zoda doesn't own formal wear.
Like, I'll bring out the fancy monk robes. What are the fancy monk robes? I washed them.
That's right. The ones with the fewest blood stains.
Or holes.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be good. Like a casual meal together.
Alright. And then you see Mr. Smiley like pick up a sending stone, like activate it. Hey Spikes, you're gonna be butlering a party up in the second ballroom. Get the boys together and make sure it's classy but casual. No, not that kind of casual. That kind of casual. Alright. Better do it right. You got 3 hours. Drops the sending stone. Alright, you want to buy some stuff. Well, lucky for you, I have an assortment of all sorts of things that have just fallen off of carts, found themselves on sky fishing hooks, been rescued out of burning buildings.
Yeah.
You looking for anything in specific, or?
I'm not looking for anything specific, but as you said, I've got this chain and I'm not using it, and I thought that you could find someone. You know what I mean? I hate to see it go to waste.
Alright, well, throw it up on the counter. We'll inspect it. This is just.
Oh.
I gotta make sure it's not all broken. Now it's adamantine. If you found a way to break it, I'd be surprised. But I know you adventuring types.
Yeah, Will dig it out of his pack and put it on the counter. Hey, there you go.
Just thud, rattle, rattle, rattle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. It looks just the same as the day you took it out of my slimy little paws. Kind of looks over it. Well, it's in good condition. I'll give you that.
It worked very well.
Hell, it seemed like it was such a long time ago you bought it. I can barely remember the price. How much were you looking to get for it?
Oh, I would be interested in trading for just, I don't know, something that you've got.
Oh, I don't know if I can do a one-to-one trade. We got some pretty nice stuff here, but I can certainly get you a discount based on the price of this.
Oh, right. That sounds wonderful.
Excellent, excellent. Alright
Right,
then.
well-
Well, you want the high expensive items, or do you want the cheap stuff?
Oh, like I said, I don't have anything particular in mind.
Alright, well, we're gonna go straight to the good stuff then.
Okay.
just reaches into a bag, like his little snail paws digging around before finally, like a heavy, very geometrically designed belt plops on the table. Well, this here fell out the end of a cart about a week ago down in Chiron. Strangely enough, just before we left the city. Coincidence that. But this right here is what they call belt of dwarven kind. It's gonna give you a beard. Nothing we can do about that. But it also has a strange, peculiar set of side effects that are very, very good for someone in your disposition. You know, the adventuring kind who gets stabbed a lot.
Okay then. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I wasn't looking for anything in particular. That would be nice.
Well, this
Ooh.
thing is gonna give you some perks that'll make you more in line with its namesake, kind of like a dwarf. It's gonna let you see in the dark. I know you're human. You have a hard time with that. Don't worry, I'm a snail, and my sight's not so good either. It's gonna let you understand dwarvish. It's gonna make you resistant to poison and poison damage. And also it's gonna make you hardier. Give you that beard that's gonna go down to your belt. Nothing we can do about that. Gonna have to
Alright.
shave it.
I might like to keep it.
All right.
Well, what do you think the price difference would be?
Oh, after the discount, I'll let this go for about 1,250 gold pieces is what I think this is worth with the discount. Otherwise, it'd probably be closer to about 1,700, 1,600.
Well,
It's a pretty rare item, you see.
yes. Now if I was to take this and use it, I'm afraid I would have to let go of something else because I can only have, I can only have so many things. Would you be interested in this shield of missile attraction?
Oh, the cursed kind, the kind that like makes every missile kind of come to you and slam into you and do lots of damage.
Well, it attracts them all, but it makes you resistant to them. It protects you at the same time.
Oh hell, that's strange for a curse. You'd think it'd be worse than that.
You would, you would. I like it a lot, but I kind of like that belt you've got better.
All right, so a shield of missile attraction and the plate. Hmm, That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good haul right there. Both of them seem to be pretty uncommon items. Ooh, that'll knock a chunk off. I can give it to you for maybe about 500 if you turn both of them in.
Oh, yeah, here I'll give them. Could you throw in just a regular shield as well? I
Oh,
don't know if you have just
we don't want to
regular.
leave you disarmed.
Right, right. Um, okay. Oh well. How about I leave you with the things? And I've got to kind of talk to my friends because, I don't have that kind of money in my personal funds. I would have to, I would have to dip into the funds of the group to do that.
Oh, it's just like a group investment kind of thing. You're not the first adventuring party I met with kind of that kind of situation. You ever
Right,
had
right.
just who's ever the sneakiest tends to steal everything. You're not one of them groups, are you?
No, no, no. But I don't feel right, you know, dipping into the group's money without asking.
Oh, I can understand that. Well, why don't you go talk to your friends? Maybe they want to come down and trade some too. We don't got too many items, but we got a couple.
Oh, we'll ask. Well, thank you. And he'll leave the chain, but sort of carry his shield along because he's sort of stuck with it.
All right. You've
And he'll set off to find his companions. Do.
so what are the companions doing now that they're
Uh,
2.5 hours away from the party?
I'm cooking a big fucking meal. I have what it is planned out in my head.
Hmm.
That's what Dungeons and Dragons is about.
That's right. So yeah, I will ask everyone if that's okay. And also make sure to let everyone know that Smiley also has all these nifty jifty items, or some nifty jifty items.
Well, I've got to freshen up, but we should check them out.
Yep. But I didn't want to, didn't want to dip in the group fund without asking first.
We've been on a long road together. Well, I trust you.
All right. Well, that sounds fine then. I'll go make the swap and then maybe you guys can find something of your own.
I'll check it out once I'm not cooking.
I'll come with you.
Okay. Yep, so he'll set off. All right. Here we go. Silverstring has come back with me.
Oh, hi, Silverstring. I haven't seen you in about as long as I've seen Will.
Yeah, we have been together for a while now, so we see one of us, you see the other one. Good to see you, Mr. Smiles.
Oh, it's good to see you too. I'm glad to see you're alive as well. Last time we departed each other's companies, things were looking a little shifty. You blew a hole in our little inn here, as well as 20, about 18 to 20 of my brothers seem to be missing. You want to have any idea what happened to them?
Nope. Not at all.
Not at all. Are you sure about that?
I feel like I should roll deception.
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It is unfortunate that they haven't come back yet.
So, I just want to preface this before I roll. Mr. Smiley is technically the head of a thieves guild. He's pretty insightful.
Yep.
Got a 26.
Oh. You could always use your inspiration if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll use my inspiration. Does that work now, or is it too late?
You can use it after, it's fine.
Okay. Ah, it didn't help.
Mm.
At least it wasn't a 12.
I got very close. A 12 would have been 25. One off.
Mr. Smiley looks at that silver string. Look, I know what you did, and I suspect I know where they went. The fact that they haven't returned with you must mean that something bad happened to them, or perhaps you left them to their fate. Now, I am somebody with over 28,000 brothers and sisters. The loss of 20 isn't a blow to our organization. However, you disrespect me by trying to lie to my face about what happened to my kin.
I feel really bad about it.
Behind, like, Will, you guys both realize, like, behind you, there's just like a row of snails on the bar, each one like polishing a butter knife. One guy has a very aggressive looking spoon. They're just ominously looking over there.
I feel very bad about your 20 brothers. I know it might not seem much in the face of thousands, but
Alright, I want you to make me a promise. You don't have to do it right now. But sometime between this moment and your last moment, you need to do everything you can to return to me my kin. Because what's family for if not for protecting each other? Am I right, Mr. Silverstring?
I mean, it makes sense, and it's a reasonable ask. I will try. I would try given the option, even without that promise.
Try. Well, you do try, Mr. Silverstring. you do try your best. Now that we got all that doom and gloom out of the way, would you like to see my wares?
Sure. Will was saying you have some new things.
Oh, I got some rare things that have fallen off the back of carts, fallen from airships, caught themselves on a, well, you know the gimmick. Right now, I've got 2 cloaks, this wonderful chime, and, well, as the gentleman doth know, a nice and shiny belt of dwarven kind. Now, all these items are powerful in their own right and expensive. That is why he needed to get his compatriots, because he's going about to spend all of your money. And hell, you might be wanting to spend some too. It's 500 pieces of shiny gold for this belt of dwarven kind after you turn in the 2 items promised, Mr. Wheel.
Right. I don't suppose you take gemstones in trade, would you?
I will, but only if I'm able to appraise them myself.
Oh, right. And he'll fumble out some emeralds and pearls. Roughly 500 gold worth.
Oh, excellent. Well, we'll just keep them in a pile, and then we'll wait for this transaction to finish. I've got another cloak right here. And he holds up, in his slimy little paws, a shiny cloak that looks like it's made of multiple different colors. And when you look closely, it's made out of dozens and dozens, hundreds perhaps, of little butterfly wings that have been sewn together meticulously and are still twitching.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, it's quite beautiful how it catches the radiance. It's full of blues and greens, reds and sulfurs. But what the thing is if you speak the command word, which I'll give you upon purchase, this thing turns into a set of butterfly wings of your own. And for an entire hour you can fly around as if it were born to you. I believe they call these wings a flying, but, well, it doesn't do them justice. They're quite beautiful, and also very rare.
My. Well, I'll be sure to let my friends know that you have those. What else have you got?
Well, one of the other important items I have.
Hmm.
Hold on, I have to find it. I have something called a cloak of the bat.
Oh, that sounds neat. What does that do?
Well, I think Mr. Silverstring might like this the most. He just seems like the type, if you understand, with the whole bat motif. But unlike the butterfly winged cloak, he holds this up, and it's literally just a cloak made out of bat wings, like wing leather. This one tends to make you more, well, it makes you a little bit more sneaky when the light ain't so bright. And as long as you're not in the bright, shiny radiance over there, you're able to do all sorts of things like, well, fly. Not as fast as the wings of flying, of course, but more like this elegant glide of a bat. In addition to the increased sneakiness, well, there's one more thing it can do. So long as, once more, you're not in the light of radiance, you can use your ability to transform yourself into a bat. And while you're in a bat, well, you're you. It's not like one of them polymorph spells where you become an actual bat and you're just kind of flying around eating bugs for a bit. No, you're still you, but just, bat-shaped.
Oh, well, what do you think, Silverstring? Does any of that sound interesting?
To be honest, it all sounds interesting. I don't know if the others would be interested in them, though.
And this is my last item. He brings out like a hollow metal tube. It's about a foot long. It's very light. This one happens to be shaped into a triangle, though. This is a cowbell of opening. You just ring it once, and it's kind of like a cowbell. It just sends out like a force of destruction that opens up any door. Use it about up to about like 10 to 12 times, and they tend to break after that, but I think this one hasn't been used at all, so it's still got its full uses. This is just, just in case you have trouble opening doors, which, well, in my business, that seems to be quite problematic from time to time.
Wow, are you sure you want to give that up? It's quite useful for someone in your profession.
Oh, it is, but, well, I got access to some specialists, and, well, I don't really need any help with the door game anymore, if you know what I mean.
Ah, fair.
Well, if you want to talk about this amongst your compatriots, go ahead, but looks like I've got about 500 worth of pearls and gems here for, well, a shield and an armor in exchange for a belt, so that deal's already been concluded. Hands you the belt of Dwarvenkind.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
But if you need to know about anything else, you just let me know.
Right. I have to see about getting the curse removed.
Oh, now that you will have to do, otherwise, well, we'd have to find a way to take it from you.
Right. Oh, no, I can just give it to you, but the curse sort of hangs around with me, and I'd like to get rid of it.
Oh, you could we'll just go ask Mama Maddie. She can remove curses if she needs to.
That'd be great.
I'm sure she won't mind helping one of her lovely guests.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I'll have to do that.
Oh, yes, we will. As for the other items, right now they're about anywhere from about 2,000 to 2,500 pieces of gold each, save for the chime. The chime's a little bit less than that. It's about 1,000. You go think on it for as long as you need to, and you get back to me, you hear?
Well, will do. Thank you.
No problem. It's Silverstring. Don't forget our conversation.
I won't.
Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you folks. Don't forget to talk to Mama Maddie about that curse now, y'all.
Hey, will do.
It's like the nicest way you've ever been intimidated.
Yep. It was effective, too. So we've got Belt of Dwarvenkind, which we now own. And the other options are Wings of Flying, Cloak of the Bat, and a Chime of Opening?
Yes.
Okay. For 2,000?
The chime is 1,000. The other items are 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure you got a bigger discount for the armor you returned than you actually bought it for.
Ah, nice.
I think it was 600, and I think I gave you a 750 discount.
Sweet.
All right, so who's doing what now?
Yes.
Yeah, cooking. Like, you're basically one part cooking, one part babysitting Shimmer, because Shimmer gets bored, like, very easily. And, like...
no, he's keeping her busy in that fucking kitchen.
Oh, so you're definitely having to watch over, because every once in a while, like... just fucking randomly, like, you'll, like, try to push something over, and you'll have to be like, no. Stop it.
Grab her little paw and be like, no.
It's like having a child as a sous chef.
Well, she's more like the line cook.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Eventually, you get, like, the equivalent of a squirt bottle, and it's just like, stop it, spray.
Yeah.
Okay, so is anybody interested in the other items? Yay or nay?
I'm interested, just busy.
That's fair.
I'm also interested, but attunement slots, man.
It's only so
yeah.
many of them.
There's only
That's-
so many.
That's why I had to let the shield go.
Yeah.
I
mean,
am
that
not a
cloak-
part of the party funds, and I actually don't know how much money I actually have.
You're a part of the party funds, man.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
are our party funds like right now? Actually,
Oh, funny that you should ask. The sack of hold on here. Let's make that 250. Oh wait, no, hold on. 250. And then minus 500 more. Okay. Make sure that.
You can just let Will do the math.
Sorry.
Will's the treasurer.
So there is a sack o' diamonds worth 1,200. And then the emeralds and pearls are now down to 3450. So they were
3450.
yeah, they were 5,000 and then we used 700, 300 and 500.
Okay. So 3450. So we can buy one thing. The diamond was 1,250.
The diamonds are 1,200.
1,200. Okay.
And
So
then
we could buy both, but
yeah.
or close to all three, but
And then of course, there's whatever sort of exchange that you get. Cuz if you're giving up an item that has attunement, then they could, maybe work out a discount for you, like a trade.
I've got a Mace of Terror.
Oh, there you go.
Which I haven't used
Right.
in a long while.
I have a belt and a magical tattoo I just haven't used.
Well, there you go. Also,
Such a good tattoo as well.
It is, and I
That's a
like
good
the only
tattoo.
reason I thought of it was because it's like one of my 3 filled, like all of my attunement slots are filled, and it's one of the ones in there, and it's like, but it's such a good tattoo.
so you're using the stompers, the belt, and the bracers?
No, I'm using the things I have attuned are the stompers, the Eldritch Claw tattoo, and the bracers of defense.
Ah, okay. Mm.
What about Christoph?
I have 2 attunements so far. Rod of Pact Keeper and Amulet of Health.
Nice.
Oh, those are both really good.
Yeah.
I need the amulet, trust me.
You're like, I did my stats in such a way where.
There is no way I'm ever getting rid of that.
Fair enough. And then we all know Tolmond has problems, mostly because of the Ring of Angelke.
Yeah, I have the ring and Cone's ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. How do you spell Christoph? Is it with a C or a K?
A.
Okay.
Kristoff.
Oh, oops! I spelled it wrong.
How dare
All
you?
good. All good.
I assumed PH.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go.
My
All
pH level is too high for that.
Nice.
Somebody
become
please clean out
acidic.
that fish tank.
Good God.
Okay, so if I give it the Mace of Terror, we could get. I like the Cloak of the Bad, but it's not just for me. It could be for anybody, really.
Yeah. I am all full up.
I'm waiting for. I'm not sure I want to let go of my tattoo yet. But if you need extra oomph, I think I'd be good with letting go of the belt.
I don't think we have. enough to buy one just outright, but might as well give up the Mace of Terror because I don't think I'll ever use it.
Okay.
Okay.
People okay with that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't recall you ever using it, so like, might as well.
No,
I
no,
think
I
he used
never.
it once in episode like 8.
Yeah. So I'll walk over to Mr. Smiles, put the Mace of Terror on the table, be like, how much of a how much would you take for this?
Let's see, Mace of Terror. Okay. He looks at it, inspects it. Oh, wow, this is a great weapon. Absolutely terrifies anybody that's hit by it, really.
Hmm.
Oh, I like this one a lot. I'd let you do a full trade-in for the chime, but I'd give you a pretty significant discount for one of the 2 other items.
Okay. Like half?
Oh yeah, about half.
Okay. And folks, we okay with actually do we want to buy the chime? Do we want to buy the Cloak of the Bat?
I think the chime might be a good idea. If we remember we have it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's an attunement item, is it?
No.
Hey guys, remember that immovable rod that you've had since session like 2?
Yeah, I have it. I'm
Never
looking at it.
it.
I'm looking at it, being like, I had a trolley thought, like putting it in front of their door and be like, why didn't you make it to dinner?
You monster.
So rude. Oh, and Silverstring, I show that you also have a headband of intellect
I do.
that I also think you're not using.
I switch.
Oh, okay.
We've played with you enough. We know you're not using it. Just joking.
Ooh, ow. All my wizards are hurt.
Liar.
I know, though. I mean, we could sell them the alchemy jug so they have unlimited mayonnaise.
Oh, there is that.
No,
And where will I get mayonnaise?
exactly.
Eggs and oil.
The old-fashioned way. I think. Okay, so what do we want to buy?
Uh,
I mean, Cloak of the Back does buy into your Dampier motif pretty hard.
It does. It's
Yeah.
very. It is very Dampier-y.
Is it
I think-
attunement also?
It is, yeah.
Oh, dang.
those butterfly wings are kind of cute sounding, but I bet they're attunement too.
They
I
are.
bet,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the cloak and the bell.
Okay.
I say the cloak, but there's
Yeah,
like
that
2.
chime is pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about D&D is all the.
Is
cool
that chime a
shapes.
one-time use or how
10,
many?
10 times.
10. Yep. 10 uses.
So basically, think of it like every time we use it, it's $100 if we're to buy it.
But it opens pretty much any door.
But it opens pretty much any door.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Is there any way
So
to
are we
know?
debating between one item or 2 or what?
I think we're gonna get 2 of them.
The chime and the cloak.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
cloak of the bat.
Those would be my votes.
Cool.
Cool.
So we'll do the 1-for-1 trade for the with the Mace of Terror for the chime, and then 2,000 gold for the cloak.
All right.
Cloak of
Oh.
the Bat.
Wait.
We'll
I also
deduct
have
an
a-
additional 2,000.
I also have a ring of animal influence that I've never used.
Yeah, because I gave it to you.
Oh, okay. It is not attunement though, so
Correct.
yeah. Keep that just in the back pocket for maybe at some point.
Yeah, I also have a ring of water breathing
Oh yeah.
that has not come up yet, but
Um,
who knows if it will.
One player almost drowned to get.
Mhm.
yeah, a player almost drowned to get it and then got it, and we haven't used it yet. But it very well could be in use. That is
Right.
true. So I think we're okay with what we got. Just the
Sweet.
one trade up, and then 2K out of the sorted gems.
Yep, and those are now down to 1450.
Cool.
And I posted a link in chat so that everybody would have access to the shared Google Doc.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Let me delete the Mace of Terror.
Yeah, it is pinned, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, who wants the Cloak of the Bat? I know it's my motif, but
I think that goes with your vibe.
Yeah. I think if
Okay.
Sass were to get anything like that, it would be the butterfly wings. But
Can't Sass already fly?
yeah.
it's temporary. I have a flight
Oh,
speed
okay.
until the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
So it's like a big jumping speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna hang on to the chime? Almond?
Mm,
Question mark?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's-
or one of you guys can, and if I can't open it, you can.
Give it to
Okay.
Tolman. I just need to put a lot more locked books in the game. It'll be great.
Oh no.
Almond the rogue. Yeah.
He's gonna use them all up on the books.
He
Pretty
is
much.
collecting quite a supply of books. He's got the Scroll of Ancient Sorcery, the Chandri Book of Grasping, and the Magna Libre.
He's a walking library.
It's good though.
Soon we'll need to get library cards just to talk to him.
The Magna Libre. It's like fantasy Wikipedia.
hmm
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what Tolman would have been doing in his off time, is reading the Magna Libre, trying to learn everything he can about like undead.
You're just doom spiraling. Next thing you know, you're reading about some war that everybody forgot.
Pretty much.
But it's so interesting.
What?
All right, so you've got your new items. A cloak made out of bat leather or bat wing leather now over your shoulders, silver string, while a chime of opening now sits restlessly in Tolman's pockets. Utility, practicality, and style all rolled into one, or in this case two. Do remember it's a cowbell of opening though, not a chime opening. It's very important.
Yes.
Needs more
Needs to be
cowbell.
Cowbell.
Yeah.
Alright, so armed with your new magical items, and with the dinner approaching ever closer, go ahead and give me a cooking utensils check, Suzoda. Honestly, with Shimmer's help, I don't know if I should give you advantage or disadvantage.
Depending on when the
I
check
got a
happens.
20.
Go and roll it with advantage. You got a
I'll
20.
take- Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you cook up this amazing it's a multi-course meal with this giant ass dinosaur steak that like.
I actually wrote it out.
Oh
What I
god,
was
okay,
making.
post it. Yep, post it.
Oh, you don't want me to read it out loud?
Yeah. Share
Read
with
it.
the class.
You know what? So the first thing we have, kind of a little appetizer, is this nice fresh garden salad with croutons and a nice vinaigrette dressing, sprinkled with raspberries and sunflower seeds. And to go with that, we kind of have a hearty potato soup with a thick, creamy broth. Hold on. I have to add creamy to that. And the potatoes and meat are complemented by these small, like, little dumplings that are nicely made to kind of give texture, and there's carrots. For the main course, there's, of course, the large dinosaur steak, made medium rare, seared to perfection. And sided with asparagus, sauteed onions, and mushrooms. And for those with no appetite for steak, we've got a nice little fried catfish with some homemade tartar sauce, and it's like this crispy golden brown. For kind of like sides to go with the asparagus and the other stuff, we've got nice hot garlic rolls that are just covered in cheese. We got deviled eggs with the yolks, kind of with like scallions mixed in, topped with paprika. And for dessert, this nice apple pie a la mode. The smell of it and the smell of the apples and cinnamon are just augmented by the nice flaky crust.
I want to eat that now.
Me
Yeah, I
too,
know,
for
right?
real.
I was like, "Can we break for dinner?" You know?
I love food.
So, as a accurate way to represent the help that you've been given, especially from Shimmer, could you please roll a D100?
All right. 67.
2/3. That's pretty awesome.
The dog drooling.
Also, I will be paying back Maddie for anything that she needs me to pay her back for in terms of ingredients.
That's fine. That's fine. Go and roll another D100.
Oh, I forgot what these are for.
Oh, they're for hijinks. Actually, yeah, go roll two. Oh god, go and roll two.
Oh.
Oh.
What is double
So,
odd?
67, 132, it looks like.
Dude, it's almost 200. Just that's that's crazy.
Oh.
199.
Okay. Now of those three options, I'm going to pick one at random. So,
Oh, I'm scared.
Hijinks.
okay. The meal is perfect. The dining room, once you bring everything in, has been accented in this very majestic but casual setting. All the furniture is nice, highly polished. Nothing too absurd. There's just a few paintings here and there of snails and various like Napoleonic garb. A beautiful chandelier lights everything. Everything kind of smells like wood and cigar smoke. Alcohol's been laid out on a table, and what looks to be somebody who would murder you in your sleep, but is now dressed like a butler, is the one helping you usher the food in, laying it on the tables, making sure everything's specific. Is this everything goes? How do you want it? What you want?
I think he would have it like as a spread with, everything kind of within reach of everybody, but the salads are obviously first, and there's plenty extra for our rabbit folk companion should she not really eat meat.
Excellent. Okay. I can figure that one out. Alright, well, we're ready to go when you are. Just tell your guests.
Oh, also, he would definitely have a wine setting out just because we're having a nice dinner.
A lot of wine, a lot of different various types of alcohol, and a lot of food. All of it incredibly smelling laid out on this table. And you have about 10 minutes to go before the occasion begins. Is there any last minute preparations anyone would like to make?
Other than washing up like real fast because I was in a kitchen for 2.5 hours. No.
I put on the good robes.
And don't smell sweaty.
Alright, well, we'll go and take a little break just before we come back to our dining scene.
Yeah, go get
Yay.
food.
Yeah, go get food before we eat the end game food, because
Nice.
Sazzy Razzy just made us all fucking starving.
Yeah.
I like food in real life, okay?
That's
No,
good
I
shit.
get that. I get that. Food is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll see you
Right.
guys in like 5-10 minutes.
Alrighty.
Cool.
I return. It's going to be an interesting dinner scene, perhaps?
100%.
Oh.
Oh, I come back to find myself between the two of them.
Oh no, Flapjack.
You mean
Flapjack's gone.
you mean you with another token?
That's why I put him upside down. And until I can figure that out, I'm gonna give him some scraps.
Should be fixable if you go into prototype token and put in a new image. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, I remember being weird when I updated the token for Silver String. I should update it again to, look like an ugly bastard, apparently.
You do still have all the burn scars from the
Mm-hmm.
crab incident.
Yeah, I have the good fortune of my token having a full helm on, so I can always, leave it as is.
I just need to look for something that feels burned silver stringy. I have looked, I just haven't found anything I like.
I guess since everybody's here, start with Silver String. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Just for me to say out loud?
Yeah, right now. Just pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
Ah!
Oh,
Those are just
okay.
icons, so I know which ones, because I can't do the thing on, Actually, I can. Hold on.
I just saw Silver String go bleeding, bleeding, cursed. And I was like, oh my!
Oh, jeez.
It's gonna be that kind of dinner.
Oh, there you go. 3 feet. Yeah.
That's just how I'll mark it.
Yeah.
Okay, Will. Between 1 and 3.
1.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, Tolman, 1 to 3.
Let's make it interesting. Let's go 3.
Christoph, 1 to 3.
2.
I'm scared. What did I come back to?
We don't know.
Pick a number between 1 and 3, says Oda.
2.
Nah, Will's the only one. Unless Shimmer wants to take a 1.
Ah, fuck it. I'll take a 1 then.
Okay, Shimmer rolled a 1, and let's see what the rabbits are going to choose.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
What about upside down, Kristoff?
Flapjack.
Yeah, upside down, Kristoff.
Do I really need one for?
No, I was teasing.
No, you don't need one for Flapjack. Real quick, let me double check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people on 3, which is a 32, and then we have 1, 2, 3 people on 67. This will be interesting. Okay.
Respectfully, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm scared.
We shall see.
Yeah, what did that fucking cat do to my cooking?
That cat tried her best. She's just very bad. So, to sort of represent just the magical nature of Maddie's kitchen, combined with it being occupied by a bored cat,
Hey, a bored cat I kept a close eye on and
you
put to
did,
work.
but not close enough. So, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but sometime during this dinner, a course or courses will have the equivalent of a wild magic surge.
Oh,
yeah.
thank
Oh,
yes.
Sweet.
I'm so excited.
I'm scared.
Fireball. Who's turning into a potted plant?
Oh dear God.
That's gonna happen
It's-
right before the fireball.
That'd be Kristoff.
Dinner
Kristoff's the
and a
plant.
show.
We're going back to the astral plane.
Oh no. Well, we have to get Snails back somehow.
To get out of this alive, I'm putting her in the corner.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Put the snakes putting Shimmer in a corner. That's for damn sure. Now, just so you know, I did use a slightly different magic table.
Oh no,
search
is
table.
it the one that's like 10,000 like options?
I would have had you rolling D1 10,000s and not D100s.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
All right.
So you all trickle in to this loving, lavishly appointed, though somewhat casual, strangely enough, decorated room. Food is laid out, though under silver domes on trays. Spike, a spiky covered snail, is now dressed in a butler's tuxedo with tails on the floor dragging behind him, right on either side of the slime trail.
Love it.
His eye patch has a fancy eye painted on it, and his sharpened butter knives are nowhere to be found, instead replaced by a napkin and a bottle of champagne. Several other smaller snails are very slowly making their rounds, putting the final touches on the table. Hey, you guys are here. Have a seat, have a drink. We've got champagne, we've got wine, we've got whiskey. We got, the special stuff that causes hallucinations. We got it all.
Ooh.
Nice. Looking good, Spike.
Thank you. I was told I clean up nice.
You do.
He also looks around. And don't use worries. I've been told if anybody causes any problems with you, Spike's got your back.
Right. Well, that's nice to know.
Very, very reassuring.
I'm the sharpest snail in all the snails, they say. Like one of the little snails is like, nobody says that. Just scoots on by. After a few moments, well before the appointed hour, both dressed in white evening gowns, come Silvermane and Styx. Styx has been, I guess, trimmed, mulched, sawed.
She has been pruned.
Pruned.
She has been pruned.
Pruned a little bit. Some of the wild aura of the Styx has been molded and shifted to not just poke holes in the dress, though she still has that wild mane of hair, quote, hair, kind of wreathing her entire face. And Silvermane's hair has been done up in a very intricate braid. So give me a quick insight check. Or a perception check. You can choose one or the other.
Okay.
Everyone. Yeah, everyone. They give you, like
I
I
went
said,
with my highest.
they all give you different info. Okay, so Tolman and Suzoda, these ladies, I don't know if you've ever seen the Wonder Woman movie, but they're definitely doing the thing where their swords are hidden within their dress. And it's not obvious. It's actually pretty well done, but they are armed. But then again, I think so is everybody here, unless they said otherwise. But they've actually gone a little bit to hide the fact that they're very well armed. As for insight, Silverstring, you are the only person who rolled insight, and you don't know shit. Like,
I'm too dazzled by how well they're dressed.
you're just like, oh, pretty.
Pull out the chairs for them. Yeah.
Thinking about it, at some point I really should have invested in nice evening wear.
A nice
I have
tugs.
just never. Not even, just something nice.
As you pull out the chair, someone's like, why, thank you. You are quite the gentleman, sir. She takes her seat, and Twix also thanks you in that strange, wind-chimey voice of hers. So does anybody here speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Good. One person understands Twix.
Nope. I speak primordial though.
Okay, I will actually speak Twix, though I don't have an accent for Twix, so it's just going to be vague
I am
stick
Groot.
noises in Sylvan.
Nice.
I will say that she is quite a tasteful looking topiary. I've been sitting on that for like 2 minutes.
Styx is going to kill
Right.
you first. So Styx also thanks you. A little more crass, a little less elegant than her silver-maned counterpart. Thanks you all the same. Well, I can smell that we got quite the spread here. You surely spared no expense. I must thank you for inviting us to this wonderful meal. She looks to all of you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Silvermane, and here's my friend Styx. We're very simple folk. With simple names, I'm afraid. But it's a pleasure to meet all of you.
So wonderful.
Pleasure to
yes.
meet you.
Good to meet you, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your names being simple. Where I'm from, my name is actually, I think, quite a common name. It's Sizoda.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Sizoda.
Yes, Will.
You too, Will. I've heard stories of a guard named Will down south. Would you happen to be him?
Oh, I doubt you've heard any stories about me.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I hear all sorts of things. And the rest of you, may I have your names as well? And as she says that, she turns to Tolman. Oh, you must be Tolman.
With a little, eyebrow raise. That's correct.
I've always been good at guessing names. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tolman. I've heard so much about you. Spoken in the same breath as your companions, Will and Silverstring here. But I must say I don't know anything about you, sir, she says, turning to Kristoff. May I have your name?
My name is Christoph. It is a pleasure to meet you and welcome you to this table.
Oh, now that
And
is
I look over at Styx and Sylvan and I say, you have a beautiful accent. It has been quite some time since I have heard that. In Sylvan.
Like, Silvermane is going to talk, but then you address Styx, and Styx, kind of whips her head over and looks at you. And then Silvermane just kind of starts laughing in this high musical laugh. Oh, my stars. I'm glad she didn't say anything too embarrassing before she learned you spoke her language. She's so used to talking shit behind people's backs.
I was gonna say, she's usually quite vulgar.
Oh, sometimes. Sometimes.
That's quite amusing.
Styx just starts, shaking your head, and that wind chime sound comes up. I am not vulgar. I just simply speak my mind. Quite vulgar indeed.
I appreciate the honesty. In Sylvan to her.
And with that, Spike the snail is just kind of standing behind them and like kind of looking over their shoulder to Will and like pointing to the rabbit, pointing to Twigs, and just kind of making a motion like a thumb across the throat, like, "You want me to kill them? Like, what's going on?" Like,
I love it.
like clearly looking to you for confirmation.
He'll just so hold up a hand and smile and like shake his head gently from side to side. Well, I'll have a whiskey if you don't mind, Spike.
No, whiskey, absolutely, I got you. With that, he scooches over, he slimes over to the door, closes it. You could hear the resounding thunk of a lock in place before he slimes over and grabs a whiskey glass and begins pouring. You want rocks or neat?
Just neat would be fine.
Man of culture. That he pours you a neat whiskey. There's another couple snails, each with a silver platter of champagne glasses, like just champagne flutes, and another one of wine glasses that are filled way too full. Like either they're planning on getting you sloshed or they're just expecting you to do that yourself.
Fantastic.
But either way, the booze has begun to pour. And that's
And
that. Go on.
course 1 is well on its way.
Then the salad lands. What is it? A nice fresh garden salad with croutons and vinaigrette, with raspberry and sunflower seeds. Do you plan to serve this individually, or is this like a family style, like in the center of the table, like help yourself kind of?
I'd say kind of help yourself kind of thing, but probably after the salad. But there still will probably be a salad for Silvermane.
Okay.
And
So-
I said that while wrestling with my cat, so
So yes, the salad arrives, and everybody's plate is now full of this fresh garden of vegetables in front of you. Some of it more appealing, the others. Twigs looks down and just kind of pokes it a little bit before shrugs and takes a bite. I do say this smells wonderful. I'm so sorry, I very rarely get invited to dinner. I don't really know how to make small talk.
You've introduced yourself. That's
I'm
a good
going
start.
to. Oh, I was about to nudge you under the table. I you didn't talk.
Just kick to the shin. Yeah. But welcome. Glad you can finally meet my friends and compatriots. It seems you've heard of us before. What is that because of your line of work?
Oh yes, we come from the south, you see. Come from south down by Yatar way. Well, you've caused quite the show over there. Your names have been sung, but not in the most appealing way. They say you've caused all sorts of ruckus. So about a crab falling from the sky because of, well, some foul magic you did, that you brought the catastrophe and the tsunami down, killing thousands of people.
Yeah, I can see why people would think that would be us, but it
Right.
wasn't us. We more stopped the crab from
Aye.
devouring the planet.
The crab was coming one way or another. We just sort of made sure that it was dead when it arrived.
Hmm.
I should note that I was not part of the crab.
What is this about the crab?
I just saw the aftermath.
It actually happened here. We were trying to disarm a trap. It failed spectacularly, and we got sucked into the Aether Sea. There we encountered much, but we really just wanted to get home. We found that there was a crab. Oh, what was the crab's name again, Will?
Oh. My. I don't know that I remember. I don't know if Will does or not.
Gruxton's Bane?
Well, the Bane was oh, wait.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was.
It was an astral monstrosity that had consumed many lands.
Wait.
And
Stopped by a demon, I believe it was. A demon lord?
yes, a demon lord stopped it, but sacrificed himself to stop it.
Aye.
Unfortunately,
It didn't die.
the sacrifice wasn't complete. It didn't die. Actually, you know what? This is much more said through song. I was taught a song of the history.
Play it for a silver string, if you would.
Garvison, that was it. Right?
Garvison, yes.
Yeah, Garvison.
I'd love to hear you play your tune.
Yeah, I'll step back and I'll pull out the
Music goes perfect with them.
demonic Clylyre and start playing.
Give me a performance check, sir.
Can I give you a liar check?
Yeah. Liar check.
Okay. Whew.
Liar, pants on fire.
Liar, plants for hire.
All right, you begin playing.
Yeah, I'm
wonderful
playing.
Song.
I'm playing that song.
It's the same song that kind of keeps the blue at bay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna make Will very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Can I get a wisdom save, Will?
Hey.
A wisdom save. Oh, there you go.
Wisdom save.
Nice.
Hey, you're not terrified of the song.
Yeah, he gets just very uncomfortable, and I would like to think like a little bit of like blue runs from the corner of one of his eyes, and he like wipes it away with his napkin.
All right, so yes, your fingers dance among the strings, and the hall is filled with this beautiful music as you sing the song of Gervison, and his lost love, and how the Gervison's Bane, the unknown crab monster, killed his love, and he swore vengeance on it. And then this demon lord Gervison, who was an angel, but when your god is in this song, the god he served fell, and he drug all his angelic servants with him. And that's how they became demons. So that's why it was kind of like it's more of a tragedy, really, than than like a choice they had made. So yes, Gervison goes out after Gervison's Bane and attempts to destroy the crab, but manages simply to pin them to the astral sea, which is where you found them. And it's a beautiful song that tells the history. But there's also certain telltale songs that seem to alarm your two new compatriots, Silvermane and Twigs, is because certain parts of the song do describe Gervison and Gervison's abilities: the green fire, the spear.
Mm-hmm. It's actually one of the reasons I look like how I look like is green fire blessed me, I suppose.
How? So you were burned by the fire? That's a tragedy. But you did it for a good cause. Stopping this Gervison's Bane from devouring the world, you say? Now tell me, where is this Gervison now?
Gervison perished,
Did he?
as far
Strange,
as I
because
know.
there's a creature marching through the south, wielding green fire and a twisted bronze
no.
spear, claiming to be Gervison himself.
Oh no. That is not good.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Silverstring?
We had thought that the spear was
Lost with the crab?
destroyed or lost.
Aye.
So you stopped this crab from devouring the world. Instead, it merely destroyed an entire region, upsetting the economy, killing thousands of people. Now you unleashed a demon onto the south that's now marching from end to end, killing anyone in its wake. Is that the story you're telling me?
Well, we didn't unleash it. It was coming regardless.
I wasn't now. So if you hadn't interfered, it would have actually come on its own accord. You to free it somehow from the astral sleep.
It was growing and escaping slowly, yep.
Slowly.
Yes, I believe there were a group of cultists working to free it.
That is true.
Ah, cultists. They are the
Ah,
bane
yes.
of everyone's existence. There's always some cult doing something unsightly.
I agree.
Isn't that true? I can't count the number of those folks that we've run across.
Do you know anything of cults, Silverman?
Oh, I know a few from here and there. Most of my work brings me up against certain cults.
What
Usually
kind of
doing
cult?
something terrible to somebody who don't deserve it. Do you
Can I
know a
make an
lot about
insight
cults?
check?
I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'd like to make an insight check to see, like, do I get a feeling that she knows any part of the Kim history, like my family's history?
It's like, what do you know about cults? It's like, immediately start staring. Like,
Yeah, just
you can make an insight check.
It probably won't be good, but hey.
Hey, it's a 15.
It's not bad.
Just to keep it honest. So, like, it seems like she's honest. Like, she does have to deal with cults quite a bit for her work, whatever that constitutes. But you're not entirely sure she's after you per se because you're part of a cult or tied to your Akim heritage. As this story's unfolding, like, and your stories and your history together, if there is a reason for her to be after you, it seems like it might have to do more with justice surrounding the various things you've done in your past, more so than your daddy sending an assassin after you.
Okay.
Is that
So
better
we're
or
getting
worse,
blamed
though?
for we're getting blamed for, crab apocalypse. Or would there be other things that we have done that have been hugely impactful? Turtle Rampage, I suppose. But we tried to limit casualties there. Wonder what else. Anyways, back to it. I unfortunately have a lot of experience with cults. My childhood was not very nice. Free from it now, though.
How did
Well.
you grow up in a cult, Silverstring?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. They have a way of choice in their youth, ruining them for life. You're not ruined for life, are you? At this point, the second course begins to be laid out by Spike.
It's a lovely second course.
I'd like to hope not, though. Maybe as you learn more about me, I can see that I try to do my best to do good. Make up for my upbringing.
And you're saying you're someone I should try to learn more about? Perhaps spend some more time with?
Yeah, I'd like that.
We do have quite a bit of time before we all reach our destination. I'd recommend it, honestly.
I'd like to get to know you more too. You seem very intriguing.
Suzoda might not have the wings of flight, but that's not stopping him from being a wingman.
I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I've never met two individuals like yourselves. You're very unique.
Oh, unique's a kind word for it.
I admit I'm sadly used to rabbit folk flinching, even if I so much as smile. It's appreciated that you didn't.
Oh, that. I wouldn't take that too personally. Some of the rabbit folk, well, there's something primal. Anytime they see the Yuan Ti that, well, they just don't know how to control it. I'm sure they don't mean anything by it. But
I'm aware. I try not to take it personally. It's just
Yeah.
appreciated when it doesn't happen.
They're just afraid and weak. When I see you, I don't see someone to be afraid of. You're strong, sure. Maybe that's why. But you're also kind. And you make one hell of a meal.
Oh, you're aware I'm the chef in this situation.
Oh, yes. Twigs told me you've been spending most of your time in the kitchen. I'm sorry. Twigs is. She's not fully understanding on what personal space and privacy means.
That's all right. We've got quite our own problem with a tabaxi that doesn't quite understand social etiquette.
That is true.
So we understand completely.
Like, the camera pans over to Shimmer, who's, like, trying to knock a champagne flute off the table. One of the snails keeps pushing it back, and then she keeps pushing it off, and the snail keeps pushing it back. And they're like, it's this determined, like, battle of wills over a champagne flute. And then, like,
But
Shimmer looks up, like, as if somebody mentioned her name, and then when nobody says anything, just, like, goes back down to the champagne battle.
But if you want kind, Silverstring is actually quite kind. Underneath it all.
Oh, tell me, Silverstring, what kind of kind things have you done? Give me some examples of your kindness. I'd love to hear about it.
Oh no.
Yeah, come on, Silverstring.
How have you been kind?
I've seen your
Oh.
soul.
Yeah, I know, right? Boy. Well, I saved my
Silver
sister.
String is accepting of others. Hence why I am here.
And I cannot think of any greater kindness than the gift of music.
Kind of makes Will bleed blue sometimes, but
Just flashbacks to all those natural 12s.
yeah.
Or I should say those modified 12s. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Will and I are good friends now, actually. We started off, he arrested me, you know?
Well, I had a job to do. I didn't know that, things would go the way they did. I mean, we risked our lives to save the town, right?
Tried.
And I think we did. I think we saved a lot of people that day.
which day would that be? Would that be the day of the crab fall, or would that be the turtle stampede?
That would be the turtle stampede.
There was quite a lot of damage that could have been done that was actually averted.
Hey, it's true.
Yes, but tell me, did you not break the seal? Did you not summon forth the turtle stampede to expedite your escape?
Is that us?
I feel like
Is that us?
I feel
Wait,
like this
how did-
entire dinner is just like that song from Shaggy. Like it wasn't me. Like
How can we
Well-
describe that ethereal like shepherd
They,
like,
yeah.
had taken over everybody in the village?
Yeah, it's kind of hard and to believe that, something had overtaken an entire village for the sole purpose of chasing after us. But it is true.
so, you're saying that someone took over the entire village just to get the little old you?
Maybe not us per se, but
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was us per se.
Is this the reason why the black caravans are hunting you so much? I hear
Yep.
that you're persona non grata with them, that they're trying to hunt you something fierce. Bounty on you is up to 50,000 pieces of gold, last I heard.
Ooh. Shimmer, does that match yours?
Shimmer looks up from the champagne. Huh? Oh, my bounty, how much? Well, that's 50,000. There's like 5 of you. Like, no, you got a lot of work to do.
damn.
Uh,
Mine's
Right.
50.
Well-
Mine's 50,000, and that's just for me.
So, out of character, how honest are we going to be about what we know about their intentions?
Oh,
about the black caravans?
No, about us knowing that they want to kill us.
Oh, I think we'll get there.
All right.
right.
Yeah.
We're already at the point to where you've implied you know more about each other than what you
Right.
should.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm totally like sitting back, not even using silverware, like eating my food like popcorn, just like back and forth. eyes,
Nice.
like turtles?
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Crabs? What? I'm just like,
Well-
what did I join?
Dinner and a show. Full story.
Yeah. This might sound unbelievable, and I don't know why we were chosen, but we have been chosen to bring a new divinity to the world. Kylos the Renewer. And the Black Caravan has a monopoly on divinity. It will not know more, and that would make us persona non grata, as you say, with the Black Caravan.
So you're saying that the black caravans after you over just a spot of jealousy?
Oh, I don't know. Is there anything in this? Is there anything in creation more jealous than a god?
Especially one that might want to keep the current status quo.
No, that's a good question. I've never met a god before. Maybe
That's
they
how
are
I feel.
jealous.
I think they just want to keep the power in their court, not have rivals, as it were.
Oh, that's quite the possibility. So,
Unless
I
we-
heard tell that they were trying to bring you justice for cheating death. And that you summoned the turtle stampede to escape that justice and thus killed hundreds more to escape. Now, you might have tried to save others, but still, a turtle stampede is a turtle stampede. There's going to be some collateral damage. And that's not even counting Gorvison killing thousands and the Crabocalypse killing thousands more. Well,
Garbison's killed thousands?
Oh yes, he killed an entire battalion of Yatara soldiers just to escape into the Twilight Lands, I hear. Battalion's 1,000 strong.
Huh.
We might have to deal with that soon.
Yep.
I still have to admit, I don't understand the whole cheating death thing. It doesn't
we
make
never
any
did.
sense.
We never did.
Honestly, neither do I. I just know what they say about you.
Yes.
I told you a little bit about my family, right?
Just that you implied that they had something to do with the cult.
Yeah, they got our names written into the death note to get the Black Caravan on us.
The Death Note. What's a Death Note?
Well,
Book
it's
of the Dead.
Book of the Dead, I think.
So you're saying that there's a giant book out there somewhere where they write all of our names down the second we die?
Mm-hmm.
Black Caravan knows, or at least that's the idea.
Well, that is You know what? I've heard of weirder things, but that's still preposterous.
I mean, pretty much everything the conversation's been throughout this dinner has been pretty outlandish, to say the least. So
Yes, that's preposterous, but a giant crab falling from the sky is completely logical.
Well, I guess it's kind of you had to be there. The steak has now basically been mostly devoured by everybody, and now the next course of deviled eggs has arrived. Now, you might not have intended, but thousands lay dead because of your actions. You take responsibility for that. Or are you going to try to shunt that onto others?
I suppose when the time comes, that responsibility will be on our shoulders.
That's a
the
good
best we
question.
can do is try to make amends.
Well,
Yes. We have been involved in, I guess you'd say some unbelievable business. There was the lifting of the curse from that village.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
no, yes, Mama Maddie told us all about that.
Yes, and then
Sadly, dozens died, from what I understand, for you helping them. That seems to be a theme. Whenever your help's involved, people seem to die in large quantities. Not trying to poke fun of you, just pointing out, well, just connecting some dots, as they'd say.
Well,
Not something proud of.
people do die, right? But it's more what is it? What would you say? It's like a lesser portion than would have died if we hadn't been involved.
Not that isn't to say that the lives that were taken mean less.
Correct.
Just that you
Correct.
can't save everyone, even if you have the best of intentions.
Right. Thousands died, as you said, in the whole incident with the crab. But without our involvement, gosh, it would have been tens of thousands or more. I mean, it was coming here to devour our reality before moving on to the next. So I guess you could say everyone would have died if we hadn't been involved and those thousands hadn't perished. It would have been everyone.
She kind of picks up a deviled egg. Everybody else is taking kind of bites out of theirs by this point. She starts chewing on it. So this is kind of one of those ends justify the means. Was it? Yeah, the ends justify the means kind of things. Is that what you're saying?
No, not the ends justify the means.
Well,
Just that
you save 1 million people,
we-
you kill thousands, correct?
Well, I don't think we did the killing either. It
So
was
I
the
have a
result
question.
of the trap. Yeah.
If a runaway cart's going down one road and there's not like the trolley
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
It's totally the trolley problem, yeah.
I will say the ends probably do not justify the means, but sometimes the means can't be avoided or predicted.
Now that is a good way to say it. Some death is unavoidable. Lord knows that even in my line of work I've managed to accidentally have some collateral damage. And I never mean to, but, well, it happens. A bolt
It's a lot of
left.
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yes.
Can
Well,
empathize with where we find ourselves then.
well, that's very strange. I do empathize. And right then, the deviled eggs take effect.
Uh-oh.
It's the egg course.
It
Oh,
was
no.
always the deviled eggs. It was always the deviled eggs.
Yeah, that was my mom's secret recipe too.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
For those of you who chose 3, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
3,
Yep.
you're gonna have a fun time. For those of you who chose 1, you're gonna have a bad time.
Uh-oh.
For those of
Oh.
you who chose 2, you're a potted plant.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. You feel a rumbling in your stomach.
Oh no.
Just the growl of just something happening. Zoda, you immediately realize something's wrong. That sound is never good.
Oh
We're all
no.
glaring at Shimmer.
Shimmer,
What do you do?
My deviled eggs.
Shimmer looks up like, what? Oh, the basilisk eggs. She swapped.
Oh, what?
She swapped your eggs with magical creature eggs. I thought they'd be amazing. They were so. And right then, during the worst passing of gas imaginable,
Oh
On
no.
cloud.
Twigs,
Stinking cloud
Silvermane, Silverstring, and Tolmond disappear
God.
in a puff of roiling purple mist that may or may not have been their own gas.
Good thing plants don't have noses.
Will, Sazoda, and Shimmer are now deathly scared of each other. To the point of, like, you guys to each other are the most terrible things. But it's specific. Sazoda and Shimmer, you're scared of each other. You're terrified. Will, you're scared of Sazoda. You're like a rabbit folk all of a sudden, like, and you're pretty sure Sazoda wants to kill and eat you. Like, it's terrifying.
Oh, right.
Yeah, those long fangs, those scales, the parts of him that are now more dragon than snake. It wants to get you.
It does.
You need to run.
Can everybody please? Oh wait. Shit.
That darn cat ruined my deviled eggs.
Can everybody please roll initiative, please?
All right.
Alright. Let me open up my monk shit really fast. There we go.
God.
Oh wow, for once Raz isn't the top of the initiative order.
For
Oh
now.
my gosh. Why am I blinking on where the initiative? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess I wouldn't see you guys as allies, and you're not within 10 feet, so okay.
You know what though? That potted plant seems friendly enough.
Oh yeah. So the potted plant gets the extra +4.
Potted plant is now faster than the monk.
19.
Kristoff, oh wait, no, she's fucked off somewhere with the rest of them. I was going to make a joke about her shaking her branches at you.
Oh no, wait, because of the wording of the fright, and technically the potted plant is what Will's scared of.
Oh.
Will, you're terrified of the potted plant.
Fantastic.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, you would only be 15. You're not a friend, you're a foe.
I'm a poisonous plant.
Vile
You're a
potted plant.
pseudo-wudo.
Tomand, you're sitting there, you've just eaten your deviled eggs. You feel this rumbling in your stomach. You're looking around, almost as if to use the bathroom, and suddenly, you're gone. In one instant, you're sitting in Maddie's magnificent merchandise. The next second, you're in darkness. There's the sound of waves crashing on a beach. black sand fills your gaze, and it's cold. Too cold. Could you please just give me an intelligence check? Fitting. Very fitting.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the black shores of a lagoon. But when you were here last, it wasn't a lagoon. It was the black shores upon which a giant crab had been pinned. As for this glorious moment in these silvery blue waters, you're once more on the shores of the Astral Sea.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck.
An instant later, there are flashes of silver and more roiling purple clouds as Silver String, Silver Mane, and then Twigs appear around you. You don't know how long this effect lasts. You don't know what's happening or why you're here. But how do you react to this revelation?
Well, I don't think dinner was supposed to do that.
Surprisingly calm.
Did one of you bring us here?
Silvermane and Twigs are looking around very panicked. Like, what the
No.
fuck is going on?
Why would we want to come back? Am I able to identify where we're at too?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yes.
Why would the hell I want to come back here?
Okay, well that rules you out.
They wouldn't have done it either. How would they even look at them?
They
didn't
both
expect us
have
anymore.
weapons. Like, they have weapons out, and they're like looking around, and like Twigs is glaring at you as if you're the fucking problem. By you, I mean both Tolman and Silverstring. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Silvermane's just like kind of just doing these little like bunny hops that are like 15 feet apart, just like almost like teleporting. She moves so fucking fast. Like
Yeah.
looking around, like, where in the hell are we?
And
Well.
Silver String will just put his ass in the sand and his head in his hands and just be like, "Fuck."
And as Tolman looks around in the distance, all four of you can hear the sound of beating drums coming your way. Meanwhile,
Okay.
William, you eat your eggs. You have this terrible sensation of gas overwhelming you. And then you look to where your companion Kristoff was a second ago, and instead is the most twisted, vile, man-eating, Aubrey 2-esque plant you've ever seen, sitting where he was, clearly having just devoured him, blood still oozing from the strange humanoid lips of this plant.
Feed me.
Will shriek in terror and run across the room, jumping up onto the table, and then taking another running step, and then leaping through the window, unopened, just straight through the pane of glass.
Just thud, 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 like silverware goes flying, dishes break, the glass shatters as you do like a combat roll onto the ground. Go and give me an acrobatics check.
All right.
Or athletics, whichever ones you're better at.
Okay.
Yeah, you just cannonball through that window and kind of land on your feet, kind of looking around.
And he's looking around for a place to hide.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have too many options of places to go. You're on a floating fucking island and you can't fly.
So yeah, he will. See, how far was that? 35. So I got another 25 that I can dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he's making a run for it.
He's making a
He
run for the
feels-
hot tub in the sakura tree.
He feels relatively safe now that he can't see the plant anymore.
Now that you can't see it, it's a plant, right? It can't really come after you, right? Like, it's rooted.
Yeah, so he's like he's like got his back against the wall, like panting in terror.
It's like, oh shit, what was that? And as you pant in terror, we flash once more back to Silverstring, head in hands, as drums are getting closer and closer. Somebody knows you're here.
This is all Shimmer's fault.
Also, Silverstring, you're muted. And yeah, in theory, it's quite possibly Shimmer's fault. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were. I missed your BRB. So, William ran away from Aubrey too, who is Kristoff, and is hiding. And now you're sitting on the black sand, head in hand, as you hear loud drums getting closer and closer, as if somebody knows you're here and is coming for you.
Gonna take a look out and see if I can see them.
Give me
Words.
a perception check.
Alrighty. No.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
I've already used it.
Oh, well. You look out, and the
The
only thing you can see is the beautiful silver water, still tinged a little bit with blue, but definitely not nearly as bad. It seems like it's been fading over months. And that wonderful night sky that seems unnerving and strange, filled with far too many stars. But whatever is coming for you is out in the mists, and they're out of sight. But they are coming,
I'll
and they
just
are
kinda
coming
mention
quickly.
To Silvermane and Twigs. Just be like, well, welcome to the Aether Sea. This is awkward.
How the hell did we end up in the ethereal sea? I haven't even heard of this. And right as that happens, this horrible, twisted summer, somehow their like 4.5 or 4 foot tall like figure looming over you as if they're 8 foot tall, covered in just bristled hair, almost looking more like a werecat than the little tabaxi she is. You're scared, but also there's part of you that knows that this is all Shimmer's fault.
So you know how snakes like have that really loud kind of hiss they do when they're trying to be threatening?
Absolutely.
He does that as he is backing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, hold on, 40, 45, 50, and 55 feet away
Just like
towards the door.
just leaving. Like Will went out the window. You're at least polite enough to use the front doors. You're just zooming out.
Hissing at Shimmer like you'd see a snake in a movie.
Just
Like my fangs kind of out, showing like the roots of them. My jaw a little like unhinged. Lightning kind of crackling at those newfound horns of mine, threatening her not to come any closer. And that's my turn.
Meanwhile, the most terrifying potted plant in all the world. I don't think you could do much as
I
a
sit
potted
there
plant.
because I'm a
You shake your branches quite suggestively.
my leaf blows in the wind because I'm a plant.
Yeah, because you're incapacitated, you have vulnerability to all damage, and if you drop to 0 hit points, you break.
Yep.
So you're just a plant. Just, you know what?
It's a
strangely,
plant doing a plant thing.
as you become this potted plant, all of your worry, all of these earthly desires and worries just fade away, and you've become just existence. You know exactly what you need to do, and that's draw nutrients from your pot, gather light from radiance. All the complications of your life fade into this simplicity, and it's almost as if for a moment you've reached some kind of strange earthly nirvana.
Peace.
True inner peace, true inner plant peace. As the snake hisses, so does the cat. As Shimmer just hisses, starts muttering just randomly in languages that nobody here can understand, and just like Will, jumps onto the table, jumps over to the other table, and then jumps out the same window Will did.
Hearing her come out, he'll shriek, "Oh, it's the plant!"
Oh no, it's not the plant, it's just me, don't worry. I'm not gonna eat you. Just keep that snake bitch away from me.
Oh!
And meanwhile, the rabbit is just like, I should say Silvermane. How on earth did we end up here? This is so strange. Silver String, what's this you're doing? Tell me you have some kind of magic to get us back, Silver String.
Well, we could see if the portal is still active. Doubtful. And we need a boat.
As this happens, Mystery Sticks wanders up to you, grabs your shoulders, turns you around. Make an acrobatics check to not be grappled.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it a try. I'm not trying very hard, but...
Yeah. This doesn't have the bonus, because I know what the bonuses are, but that was my roll.
Just nat 20s it. Cool, I'm grabbed.
Grabs your shoulder immediately, like the twigs begin to shift around you, not like all around on the throat, but like under your like armpits, around your throat a little bit, and lifts you off the ground to where you're face to face, feet dangling and kicking. And right then, the drums get louder.
Should probably prepare for whatever that is.
And as you turn to face whatever's coming, you can see a canoe, a large canoe, skimming across the silver waves. A large set of drums are being played by a snail in war paint.
Yes!
18 other snails are manning the rows, all oars also covered in war paint, covered in spikes, various other bits of crab claw, and anything they can use as weapon. And on a throne built at the back of the boat, you see a Tressum wearing a golden crown. And right as you see that, it's the end of your this turn, and everybody in a roil of purple gas comes back to the material plane.
Reach out and just mutter, oh, what was his name? What was Tressum's name?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to roll to remember? Would Silverstring have forgotten?
Probably not. It hasn't. Well, it's been months, but it hasn't been.
It's Kalain.
Kalain, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Kalain is alive with the snails.
And right then, everybody in the astral is zapped back into the material. Everybody who was frightened can feel their scaredness fading away. There's a sound of a pot breaking, and Kristoff has lost Nirvana and is once more confounded by all the complexities of mortal life. Shimmer turns and sees you approaching. It is immediately,
I didn't mean to call you a bitch. Says you're a cool guy. I gotta run.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going to chase her and grapple her.
Pounce.
None of that. None of that nonsense. You come here.
oh god. Get athletics check.
I know she's more athletic than me, but like...
Gonna try anyways.
She tries to get away. She's very slippery, but you have rage on your side. And you just grab, like, her cloak as she's running away, and then you just do that rope pull thing on her cloak as you pull her closer and closer as she's trying to run. Until eventually, she turns to you, swallows.
I can explain.
Basilisk eggs.
They look so delicious, and they were right there, and I knew they had magical properties, and I thought they'd, get us high.
No, if you wanted something that got us high, you should have said something. There's definitely something in that kitchen I could have used to get us high. But that was... Basilisk eggs? You're in trouble.
But you gotta admit, like, it was pretty cool, right? Except for the whole scared thing. Okay, I fucked up.
You did. You never make substitutions in a kitchen unless you know what you're doing. Also, I think basilisk eggs are kind of expensive.
Oh.
But more than that, that could have caused a lot of problems.
But, like, we all survived, right? It's cool. Like, I won't do it again, sure, but, like, yeah, you don't need to, like, be in trouble or anything. Everybody survived.
Looks through the window to make sure everybody is back.
Yeah, see, all of them made it back. I don't know where they went, but they're back.
He kind of sighs. He's trying to think. Like, he knows Shimmer's an adult, but barely an adult. Just he's trying to think about, like, what would his mother do in this situation, because oh boy.
How do you punish a Zoomer in a world without iPads?
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Shimmer. The first thing you were going to do is you were going to go in there and you were going to confess that you tampered with the eggs. After that, and this is just the start of it, because you are officially on parole, young lady. You are going to go up to your room without dessert.
Make an intimidation check.
Can I get advantage because she was just recently scared of me?
Absolutely.
Hey, harsh.
16.
No dessert.
Visibly gulps.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll admit everything.
Alright.
I'll pay for everything, honest.
And listen, I'm mad, but more so than that, I'm a little disappointed.
Not bad, I'm disappointed.
Oh, the knife twist at the end.
The worst.
He's going to set her down and then scoot her towards the kitchens. Or the interior.
She, like, it's full on sulk mode, right? Like, the shoulders are hunched, head hung low, tail is, like, tucked. Just slowly making her way.
I don't know why he became dad all of a sudden, but he did.
Walks up to the group.
So guys, I thought it would be really cool to use magically unstable basilisk eggs for dinner, because I thought it would give us this really cool effect, and apparently it did. but not the way. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm sorry if I caused you any undue stress. Bye.
Doesn't wait for anybody to respond. Just apologizes. Immediately runs to Maddie. Just immediately runs to Maddie.
Sorry, Maddie. I'll pay for everything. I didn't mean to do this. This is all my fault. I thought it would be funny with the basilisk eggs.
And Maddie's just like, Maddie's like a lot more motherly. Like you know. Oh, I hope
He
you
ran
learned.
to mom.
Yep.
I hope you learned your lesson. But you're gonna have to. Well, you're gonna have to scrub everything.
What?
Like, and then after that, goes apologizes to the kitchen staff. You can't really hear that. But as they leave the kitchen, the doors slam open and they like zoom by with that monk speed. And you could see like a couple of butcher knives are sticking out of the door that were thrown at her, and like it's just clearly not intending to hit, but more for like dramatic effect as she zooms her way back up to her room.
Very
Dota.
important question.
Oh, go ahead.
Are there any more eggs on the table?
Oh, there's probably plenty. Sizoda sits down, says, I think it's best we not eat this course.
Let's move on, though.
If Kristoff wants to sneak eggs, he can.
If we can find ways. Kylan and the snails are alive in the astral ethereal sea.
Does anybody respond to that? Like,
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to get back there quickly.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Nor do I know how to leave. Well, the Kylan and the snails, they're alive.
In the
Yeah, that's where we went.
what? I mean, what could we even do about it?
I don't know.
I mean, how would
Not-
we get back there?
I don't know. And I'll turn to Silvermane and see, like, these are some of the things we get caught up in, where we don't.
Well, you don't rightly know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
It's an accurate statement if I've ever heard one.
It would
That
seem
is-
that a lot of the aftermath of the things we do happen because we don't know what's going to happen.
If we
Yes.
could see the future, we would try.
When you're
But-
when you're tangled up in the affairs of divinity, there's no telling what's going to happen next.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily make what we do right, though. We still just have to
Well-
try to do our best.
Yes.
both the mystery figures nod their head.
Well, it was certainly an enlightening dinner so far. I can't wait for the other courses. I just hope that they don't do anything peculiar. You did ask the Tabaxi if she poisoned any other things.
Well, it technically
Um,
doesn't poison. She just swapped my ingredients. But I will go ask her.
I would like to know, yes, too, before continuing. This is not.
Yeah,
Oh, Shimmer.
he will go up and just really fast. Shimmer, to make sure you didn't do that with any other course, did you?
The door opens. Shimmer, who's looking around like a little red-eyed.
Yeah. I may have used one in the custard. Just one, though.
The custard for.
The ice cream.
All right, I will have to have them not use that custard.
Nods her head.
He pets her.
It's okay. I'll eat it all. It's fine.
Yeah, no, he
Make an
he
insight
will
check.
go. Right
My
inside.
gosh.
16.
The ice cream's not poison. She just wants it all.
Love it. Send me
So-
upstairs with no dessert.
He nods, pets her, and on his way back, he actually slips into the kitchen and he whispers to one of the snails, "I want you to take a slice of that apple pie up to Shimmer, but could you maybe use one of those basilisk eggs in a custard for her?"
The chefs, who've also been told that their work has been sullied, gets an evil snail-like grin.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
And then Sizoda comes back. He sits down. They did not, thankfully. So the potato soup, the garlic knots, and the dessert should be safe to eat.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, wrong voice.
She
Got
came back.
stuck. She just pokes her head back in.
That's awesome.
Soda just fucking dad mode. You guys probably heard that too.
Back to your
Oh, yeah.
room.
Well,
My.
you have been so forthcoming with us. I do appreciate it. You just laid everything on the table, and I feel like I haven't told you hardly anything about me and my companion here.
That
You
is
can always
true.
start.
It is, but I have a suspicion that you are. Well, you've got quite a few theories going about that on yourself. Now, don't you? At least
Did Chick
should.
tell you that?
Match up at the same place, and you have a list of people you need to kill.
I do, and I suspect you also suspect that you might be on my list.
We usually end up on most lists.
Hmm.
As it turns out, it's just the way of things.
I can see why, with crab apocalypses and unleashing demons onto the world after you've been in so many positions with one in the astral. That combined with everything else, well, I'll just clear your head a little bit. You are on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Well, shit.
well, here's the thing. I don't have to kill you. I have signed no contract. It's just that you've got quite a bit of coin attached to your names. Reynard Akim, the Silver String, battle-scarred as he is, in possession of not only just a mind-reading amulet, but also a Mace of Terror and a sending stone that he whispers "fuck you" to every morning to his beloved family. Does that ring a bell?
Beloved, yeah. Yeah, beloved family.
I shouldn't have laughed at that. I'm sorry.
And I can only assume that you, well, because I would have, frankly, I would have used it too. If you haven't read my thoughts, well, you're not playing the game of survival very well, so I presume you knew I was here to kill you.
I'll just give her a wink.
Oh, you've already been inside my head. Very well. But I'm not here for that coin. We're here for something far worse. See, you've stolen something important, and I work for an organization that cannot tolerate the theft of its belongings. Do you understand?
What did we steal?
You see, I am worse than an assassin, and I'm worse than an adventurer. I'm the last thing you ever want to see. She kind of reaches in to her bag and pulls out a pair of pince-nez, like pinch glasses, and puts them on her nose, so now she's got little glasses. I am a librarian, and you have something that belongs to the library of Yatar.
Oh,
You
we're all
have
looking
the
at
Magna
you.
Libre.
Sorry, I've been waiting for this twist for like 2 sessions.
First of all, I hate you.
How
Well-
bad are the overdue book finds?
We're worse than assassins. We're
Oh,
librarians.
Librarians. Oh man.
Well,
Well,
to set the record straight on that matter, yes, we did take it from another party. However, I was tasked with recovering it for the library myself.
And you denied that task and said taking it for yourself. And now here you are, all the way up in Gaia the Elder, with your tower so far south, and you still have in possession one of the most dangerous books in all the world. Did you think they want to come for you? That we want to take back what was ours? That we want to put it back under the lock and key in our deepest, darkest vault, from which it was escaped?
Well, I knew it was going back eventually.
You were just wanting to do it on your own time after you've...
Well, as you can see, we've been a little, sidetracked, to say the least. Well, with being chased by cults and all.
And all of this prevented you from slipping a book into a night drop?
Well, I mean, that is
A
the
what?
fact.
It's a night drop. It's a little thing outside the library where you put books in, they slide into a collection bin, and we pick them up in the morning.
hardly seems safe for such a dangerous book.
Yeah, it was,
I mean,
that was sarcasm, dear. There was a lot of sarcasm.
Oh, this is the book that talks, right?
It tells
In a manner.
stories
Yes.
that make no sense. So we returned the book. We good?
That's all I need. Oh, I must admit, the bounty on each one of your heads was considerable and attractive enough that me and Styx here did think about collecting it. But, well, you seem like you at least don't intend to be a nuisance or a catastrophe, just that catastrophe follows in your wake. So tell me, Tobin of House Cross, will you return the book? You were going to be a librarian like us, but it seems like we're going to have to forego the honor.
Unfortunately, my path diverted a little. But yes, the book will be returned.
She holds out a sack. If you'd be just kind enough to drop it in here. This sack connects to a larger repository in the library.
Is there any way you can prove you're librarians?
Yeah, let's see that library card.
Just, we want to make sure this is going to the right place. We can do some good in the world.
She reaches kind of like under her evening dress, and she pulls out a piece of parchment with a seal, and she breaks it and hands you her library card.
I would have seen a few of these. Does it look legit?
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
It does look legit. She's a repossession specialist for people who steal or fail to return important or dangerous books.
Nice.
Books such as the Magna Libre or spell books that have terrible spells in it that are stolen. It's her order of librarians that go out and seek those and return them, and it's usually a very dangerous job. The special forces of librarians, some would say.
And who do you report to exactly?
Oh god, you're making me go into deep lore. What was that librarian's name?
I'm just, I was gonna say, I'm just curious if like they're responsible for that station or if they're like a branch station type of thing.
Re-report. Re-report
Stop
to...
it.
Wait, what?
Chat, sorry.
Oh, are you guys being mean?
No, I
Yeah,
just
but-
Okay.
I just came up with a great name for the.
Oh, I'm both sorry and not sorry.
Librarian.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Re-report to the Prime Librarian. They who rule over all the libraries of this house. They are... Sorry, I kind of lost the accent. Wow.
That's all right.
I report to the Prime Librarian over all the libraries in the south of Yatar.
Tolman, does it pass the mustard test?
I think so.
Well,
I don't remember.
Okay.
Will looks at Tolman with such sympathy because he knows just how much all these books mean to Tolman.
And he'll slowly take out the Magna Libre, say a quick goodbye, and drop it in the bag.
It's like watching a man give one of his children away.
Or a kitten he just was too attached to.
You pull out the Magna Libre and it opens up and its pages open and only Tolman can see. It's just like, what are you doing? And hastily scrawled font. You can't give me up like this. And then it's dropped.
Time to return you to somewhere safe.
That was your initial goal, right?
It was.
Oh.
As you drop it into the bag, you can feel the familiar bond. The second time you felt this in your lifetime break forcibly. You don't will it to break. Well, I mean, you could, I guess, before you dropped it. And certainly your familiar doesn't will it to break. But when it's transferred into the bag, and wherever that bag takes it, it is outside your range. And Silvermane gives you a small nod and a smile.
Just make sure nothing bad happens to it.
Well, we appreciate what you've done.
Oh. Well, now that that tension's over, perhaps we could enjoy the rest of our unpoisoned meal.
Well, it technically wasn't poisoned. It's just she switched the eggs with eggs that had magical effects.
Well,
If it were poisoned, nothing would have happened to me. Well, nothing could have happened to me. It's less likely to have happened to me.
Well, I do say it did make it quite a bit interesting. I've never really seen the Astral Sea before. Only read about it in books.
Don't want to see it again.
However, now that
Don't think
you
I
know
have a
who you
choice.
are, would you know of any way to establish transport between there and here? And it would be very nice to rescue those snails in Kylan.
Oh, there are quite a few spells cast by those with sufficient power that can link the two realms, but other than that, you'll have to find ancient gates and teleportation circles scattered throughout the realm. Most of those are, well, secretive things.
I mean, not many people know I whisper "fuck you" into a standing stone every day, but you knew that.
Yes, for some reason. When your bounty was upgraded, and it listed all of your faults, that one was listed as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess to show your determination.
Yeah, my father's he's got an ego.
Don't all fathers. Tell me, are you a determined person, Mr. Silverstring?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious. I like to know the traits of people I can't converse with.
Huh. I mean, what do you think? After we've pretty much explained the last. Now that you know pretty much everything about me, actually.
I think you are. Few people are so determined to set themselves on fire to bear the scars you did and do it all so willingly. Just to save your friends.
Yep.
Most people let them burn themselves. Or leave them behind, but you risk death for that, and I can respect that.
Well, I know all my friends would do the same for me. Tomand has. Will has. Saz and Kristoff probably will sometime in the future.
Hey, listen, I've saved your butt before.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure to have friends such as those willing to risk their life. I have stakes here. We've risked many things together, including our lives, all in the pursuit of knowledge.
Well, maybe for tonight we just risk some happiness in each other's company.
I
She takes a sip of her champagne.
Yes, I believe we could find some happiness in each other's company tonight.
Mm.
It's good to make friends, even fleeting ones.
Hey.
She raises her champagne glass for a toast.
Well, to basilisk eggs and overdue library fees. Bringing us all together.
Indeed.
Zoda, meanwhile, is looking up towards Shimmer's room as if waiting for something to happen.
No kidding.
Roll a d100.
Holy
Nothing.
shit.
Damn, I got a 99
You
and
are
a
on
100.
fire. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll because that one kind of sucks for comedic purposes.
Oh.
You want me to re-roll then?
Yeah, because that one's like, you regain all your sorcery points. 85. Okay. As you kind of look up in the distance, you could just hear a very cat-like screech. Some stuff thudding around. Oh god, there's 2 of me! Slam. Oh god, there's 4 of me!
No.
What's happening?
Zoda is laughing his ass off.
What's happening up there?
So she decided to try to lie to me and tell me that she used basilisk eggs in the custard. I caught on to that and decided, well, if she wants custard all to herself, she can have some.
With basilisk eggs in it, I imagine. So she's having her own adventures up there. What did happen to you guys we four disappeared, but
Well,
What
one
did
of
we
us
for?
became a plant, and the rest of us were scared shitless of each other.
oh, I think seeing Kylan and the snails was better.
Hey, Christoph, how many eggs have you just kind of stowed away? I have to know.
Just two.
Just 2? All right, cool.
Yeah. I wonder if they're rotten if they have an even worse effect.
One way to
Oh,
find out.
Jesus.
No. Christoph's about to get experimental.
So it is course after course, drink after drink. By the end of it all, you're all good and sloshed. The garlic rolls are amazing. The apple pie is amazing. Everything is so good. And the alcohol is strong and delicious. With everything winding down and Spike's starting to put the dishes there and clean up, it's quickly approaching the time where you would part company for the evening. As Will stumbles around.
I think Will's drunk. That was a lovely night. Seems like it's dying down, though. Shall we retire?
As I stand here next to this plant, I stare at it very forcefully and I say, I envy your privilege. And I continue on.
I'm going to go check on. I'm going to go check.
You're gonna go check on
He's gonna go check on Shimmer.
Shimmer. Okay. You are able to walk up. You kind of walk past the couch that Will's like sprawled out on and like snoring. He's even got that like cartoonish snot bubble like coming out of his nose. And
Oh,
coming out.
good.
Yes.
And then you walk up to Shimmer's room, and it's like already open in a jar, so you just kind of have to look in a little bit, and it's a little trashed. And Shimmer has worn herself out and is now seemingly dead on the bed.
Just straight up dead. Oh,
Just
Oh,
straight up not breathing, dead on the bed.
Can I check on her? Oh. That sobered him up a little bit. He's gonna go check on her.
All right, you approach Shimmer, laying sprawled out on the bed. What do you do now that you're standing over Shimmer?
Medicine check.
All right, you make a medicine check. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, did I use my inspiration yet?
No.
I don't think you have.
13.
Ooh, that's like the second or third natural. Not one today.
Yep.
Mhm.
Not as bad as my 6 natural ones in one session.
That was a classic session. It was early on too.
Yeah.
You immediately begin checking Shimmer's pulse, like anything that would give you signs of a life, but you're panicking, and you're not really able to tell. It feels like you're kind of really getting more read on your own pulse than you are on Shimmer's, and you force yourself to calm down, and you begin going over Shimmer. Her fur is still lustrous, but the skin underneath is cold. There is no pulse. You check the wrist first, and then the neck. You feel nothing. Shimmer is dead.
Oh god, he starts shaking her. Shimmer! Shimmer!
Then when you start shaking Shimmer, well, I'm trying to sleep.
Oh.
He is now completely
You know
sober. That was just... He kind of calms himself and he kind of... I thought you were dead for a moment. And then he just kind of sits there and that kind of... Earlier he'd kind of theorized maybe, oh, well, based on what we know about all of this, she could be one of them. And now he's just 100%. Shimmer, So which despair are you?
It all comes flashing through your mind. The fact you didn't cross the holy road, you actually took quite a bit of a trip underneath to avoid it. All the food that's not eating. If you recall back in the guild house, the Lightbringers guild house, there were bags of what looked to be chewed up food. Probably Shimmer pretending to eat. And as this all comes sort of crashing down, this is the last piece of the puzzle. Though you've already had this theory, I'm sure.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
the last, like, clear puzzle. And as you look at Shimmer and just like, what despair are you? Shimmer, who's goes from sleepy to like alert immediately. Meanwhile,
Oh,
down in the hall, Tomund, are you just retiring for the evening? Bookless.
Pullman's probably sulking at one of the tables.
Aw.
They're gonna revoke my library card.
It's like he lost something, yeah.
Lost something precious to him. The second familiar his character has lost.
Oh,
Too many.
Yeah.
So as Tolman sulks, Twigs retires up to the room she shares with Silvermane. How are you leaving this party, my dear Silverstring?
Oh, it seems like everyone's died down. Would you like a nightcap?
What kind of night? Well, what kind of nightcap did you have in mind?
That's a good question. What do you offer? Sorry, I thought I was talking to Maddie for a second there. Oopsie daisies.
I thought you were talking to Silvermane. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
they both have southern voices, but definitely
That's
a different
why
tone.
That's why I got confused there for a moment.
Maddie's more hot. Maddie's like, oh hi, how you doing? This is Maddie. Like,
No, we could order something, go to my room, talk more, get to know each other a bit more personally.
make a Christmas check.
this would be so good for a nat 20 right now. Come on, let's go. Damn it.
No. What the hell? How do I have +7 to an ability check? Oh, Jack of Trades.
Oh yeah, you do have Jack of all trades. It adds it to everything. So, you don't have inspiration, do you?
No, I used it much earlier.
You did.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did. Can I borrow someone's?
you can have mine if it'll be allowed.
Yeah, you can hand each other inspiration.
All right,
Take
let's
it.
try again. Not much better. My rolls today are not on point. Which
You
whatever.
want one more?
Sure. Oh boy.
Today,
There we go.
everybody hands Silver String. I guess the session's
We're
almost
all
over.
his wingman. He is flying on the wings of
What a friend.
all of our Riz.
Yep. He did tell her. I have great friends.
Great friends are hard to come by. Well, we can go up to your room and have a drink or two. Maybe talk a little bit more. I'm amenable to such a situation. She holds out her arm for you to take.
Yep. I'll take it. We'll begin walking.
So, arm in arm, you, Silverstring and Silvermane, the two Silvers, ascend the staircase into the 300 block of Maddie's magnificent merchandise and sleepovers to partake of the second aspect of that name. There's not a lot of talking. And we'll just say that Silvermane never makes it back to her room that night.
Mm.
Okie dokie.
But as that's happening, What despair are you? Like Suzoda Batman voice. Who are you?
No, he's asking it in the politest,
Oh, in the
kindest
politest
voice
way?
he can. He is not trying to be accusatory. So, what despair are you?
Let's see. She looks at you. All of her, like, her merriness and her silliness kind of fading away for a second as she's looking at you as serious as she's ever looked at you before. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, she wants to fight me.
Maybe.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
wow.
she beat that.
Yeah, I got a 14. You got an 11.
Yep.
That she kind of looks around nervously, and she immediately begins to sprint towards the window to pull a maneuver you saw moments ago from Will, where she attempts to dive through the window and get away from Suzoda and his questions.
You know, she can outrun me, but unless she's going to go ahead and fly off of this place out into Radiance, she can't hide from me. Not forever.
That's true. If you want to, like, you can't grapple as an attack of opportunity, sadly. If you want to take one,
No, it's so silly, but
I only want to just to attempt a stunning strike. So
Yeah.
he's not going to add any elemental damage to this if it hits.
I believe their armor class is 20.
Oh, they're like me. But no,
More
yeah,
ways
he
than you
just,
know.
oh gosh, oh my god, I love her. Is that as far as she gets?
No. She jumps through the window, falls about 20 feet. You're able to... You can move to the window and see her if you would like. Falls, lands with cat-like grace, looks around, looks back up at you.
He looks down at her. I'm not asking out of malice, you know.
I don't, fuck.
If it makes you feel any better, I do intend to keep it between you and I.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright, I am not good at that, so come on please, dice clutch for me.
Yes.
Hell yeah. 199.
Sometimes
Nat
you,
20.
sometimes you just gotta ask the dice nicely. Sometimes you roll a 99, a 100 out of like 4 D100 rolls, and then a nat 20.
Right, for real, oh my fucking god.
It looks as if she's going to turn and jump. You can see it in her eyes and the way she holds herself, as if she is already preparing whatever monk bullshit that she had kind of used on the tree when she had jumped off. But your words reach out, and she hesitates. The heckles on the back of her neck pause for a second, and she stands straight. Some of the playfulness is still there, but some of the more serious aspects of the personality comes forth. And she looks at you. I am the 7th. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh my gosh, oh fuck.
Woo!
That is
That's good.
so good.